if she does it like this, will you do it like that? Now if she touches like this, will you touch her right back? Now if she moves like this, will you move like that? Come on, shake, 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 shake it.
Put your back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you. If you want forever, I'll be you do. Just know you'll taste me too.
Shake, 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 shake it.
You'll just have to taste me when it's kissing you.
Shake, 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 shake it.
Know you'll taste me too.
Hyper now.
In time, ink lines, bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters and a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. Guns out, wiener, but I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confession to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. Beat don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak. Beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confession to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. Beat don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, 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 nasty. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Jealous knowing we found something so wild from the ordinary. You got me kissing the ground, no sanctuary. Shadow me with your touch, oh Lord, return me to dust. The angels up in the clouds, but jealous knowing we found.
Show me movies and I like them too.
I'd hit it.
But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm on, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her
You
Heavenly.
wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or all see-through? Is it showing off my gun? You know what
For this life I cannot change. In the hills, deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane.
I just wanna be part of your symphony.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, really quickly, before we go on with this morning, can I just start with a little mic check? 1 2 1 2. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? I had a small little interruption on my end, and I want to make sure that you guys can see me and hear me. So can I just get a little bit of a good old good morning? Can I get a little Deckmar trades? Can I get something like that just to make sure we're all good? All right. I think we're all set. I think we're ready to rock. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to absolutely blast off to the moon now, baby. All right. Traders, at this moment, we do have the 7:30 a.m. press release wave. 7:30 a.m. press release wave is starting right here and right now. So I need every single person to get locked in. Okay? Every single person get locked in right now. Let's see if we get anything big. Positive top line data on MDCX. Guys, MDCX did just come out with positive top line data. Reports positive. Phase 2 data. Top of the line, 73% clearance. There's a chance that this one spikes up towards like 220. Guys, MDCX, there's a chance that this one spikes on up towards like 220, starts getting some ripping and running behind it. Start again, just being aware of that play over on MDCX. I don't know if it's going to go right now. It's still not getting that crazy spike, but that is again a positive phase 2 press release trial right there. So let's continue to stay alert. Let's continue to stay ready. That's the best one I see as of now to see if that stock is going to get that momentum. Positive phase 2 trial observing 73% clinical clearance. Is that one going to take on off? It's not like blasting off though right now. It's trying to get a little bit of momentum. Guys, here it goes. MDCX. Little bit more hype over on MDCX. A little bit more momentum. I'm not in on that play right now. I'm not in on that play right now. That might be one of the exclusive ones. I think that's a private press release from Bazinga only. Maybe it's going to take a little bit more time to be discovered. Fox Runner's getting it like that. But right now, I would say that is the best press release that I see so far at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Getting ourselves ready to go for this day. Let me turn down the music just slightly here. Let's see if anything goes on a big-time spike, big-time breakout, big-time run. MDCX is where the majority of traders are trying to push up towards. Anything else right now? IBO, no. ALTO, no. MDCX trying. BTAI, no. TTD, no. BDYN, no. TPET, no. So right here, traders, we're absolutely fine. Right now, we're absolutely fine. We can see, again, the best press releases so far today was number 1, we did have MDCX. MDCX did come out with positive phase 2 top-of-line results. We also had something very similar over on BTAI. BTAI right here, 3-star press release, announced positive phase 2 trials. So we have BTAI, talks about 3 stars. Again, talks about positive phase 2 top-line results. And then we also do have right now MDCX positive phase 2 top-line trials as well. So these are the top 2 dogs. Right now at this time, I just want to be open, honest, transparent. I am not in on anything at this moment. Position number 1, 0 out of 0. My order box is 0 out of 0. And again, my short locate box right now, kicking things on off, is 0 out of 0. I have not made one trade today. I have not located shares just yet today. I have not placed any orders today. Why am I showing you that right now? Just because I want to be transparent that we are all starting at 0. P&L is at 0. We're all starting even. We are again going to try to make as much money as we can together. Together as a team, together as a family, together as a community. Let's get ready to go. So, MDCX still the best press release that I see as of right now. Let me kind of play a little catch up, guys. You know, right now I want to play a little bit of a catch up on the market, kind of see what we got going on right now. to see if we have any sort of big time spiker, see if we have any sort of big time mover. Let me see how the S&P 500 is doing right now. Traders, S&P 500 currently sitting at 685. It is almost hysterical. It's almost hysterical, traders, that we could see the S&P 500 bounce place 675, bounce place 675, bounce place 675, bounce place 675, and then of course 2 days ago bounce play, crack 675, and right now back inside the channel. Guys, it's hysterical. And the reason why I say that is because let's just think about how many traders, how many investors have just continued to play this channel. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, again, you know, like when you started. But it really has been super simple. And again, it's easier said than done. You are 100% correct. But anytime you come up towards the price of 695, 695, 695, 695, just short it. Every time you come up to 695, just short it on down. Now, what else do you guys realize? Every time you come down to 675, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. For the last 5 times on the upside, and the last 5 times on the downside, it's almost been a perfect entry and exit nearly every single time. And that's been going back since December, January, February, right? We are again 3 months in of just, 3 months, 90 days of just seeing the S&P 500 go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of crazy to be thinking about, isn't it? Kind of wild. What else? Guys, we did just have a little press release right here. Hold on a second. Let me make this a little bigger. DMAC. DMAC might get a little hype. Did receive positive to what? Receives healthcare on phase 2. Excuse me. DMAC. Nope, nothing there right now. Okay. Traders, I think we're absolutely fine. We don't need to put ourselves in any sort of position at this moment. Right now, it's more about waiting. Right now, it's more about watching. Now, what I will say, little heads on up, if anyone is interested, TTD is right now hitting some new highs. Right now, TTD is hitting some new highs. And again, this stock is trying to push its way on up. Now, as you guys know, TTD is about to hit some strong resistance. Strong resistance is at the price of 31.77. TTD, 31.77 is the 50-day moving average. Just take a look at what has happened in the past. In the past, you come right up to that 50-day moving average, you get rejected. Right? You guys can see many times right here. You hit this blue line, you get rejected. So it's not perfect. But what I would say is there's a lot of good opportunity to get filled right around 3160, 3170, 3150, 3180, and be able to make a little bit of money. Now, TTD did have one of the best press releases of today. Now, what was the press release of today over on TTD? I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but if you guys actually scroll back on down to the analyst alerts page, go all the way back on down to the bottom, there actually was right here. TTD gaps up 20% after the CEO purchases shares. So the trade desk CEO purchased $6 million worth of shares. Guys, this is not a small transaction at all. This is $6 million worth of shares. Okay? So guys, that comes on out to a $148 million investment. $148 million the CEO just put in on TTD. That's why this one is spiking so well. It did have a filing. It was a filing last night that led to, again, a very big spike, very big rip, and very big run. So you guys can see TTD going on this nice climb and trying to get this little pop. And the reason why it's going on such a nice move right here is because it was $148 million invested in the company. Now, you can also see there was another insider buying transaction last night as well from Duolingo. Duolingo right here, guys, a director purchased 5,000 shares. So guys, purchasing 5,000 shares of Duolingo, DUL right here, that's still a good size investment as well, but it's not $148 million worth. So it is nice to see, hey, Duolingo, insiders are buying it. Directors are getting themselves involved on this play. They're getting involved as Duolingo is near a bottom. But at the same time here, ladies and gentlemen, let's understand something. Let's understand that there's a big difference between someone, let's say, purchasing $500,000 worth of shares to someone purchasing $148 million worth of shares. And that's why TTD has gone on such a big spike. That's why TTD has gone on such a big rip. And that's why TTD is still going itself on up. Getting pushed up this big, right? I want to make sure that you guys are on top of it. I actually got a text message last night from Gator Trader, over in the chat, and kind of keeping me aware over on this play. So again, Gator, if you're awake and you're here right now, shout out to you, Steve. I appreciate you. So this play still going on a big rip and run. So this is probably the best spiker as of now. I'm not seeing IBO do anything. I'm not seeing ALTO do anything. TTD has room to run up towards around 31.77. SMCI, not too much. BTAI, little pop and drop. PDYN did have an earnings report. Guys, can I ask you something? Here's a little pop quiz. What stands out to you the most out of, again, the top gainers today? What stands out to you the most out of the top gainers today? There's one answer. Yep. The answer is, guys, where is? Right? Where are the low floats? We have a 73 million in float, 21 million in float, 437 million float, 19 million in float, 21 million in float, 34 million in float. Right? They're all very large float plays. There's no low float stock at this moment. There's no low float runner at this moment. So, when we stay ready, when we stay prepared, when we get after it right here, we're keeping our eyes ready and all set. Guys, IBO, nothing. ALTO, no. Guys, BTAI, a little bit of spike. Little heads on up. I believe BTAI had some news this morning. It did, guys, right here. Let's take a look at the top gainers, the best movers so far today. Again, little heads up for every single trader. Make sure for every single person that uses Fox Runner, you guys are now using the premium tab. Premium tab is going to give you not only the public news, but private news as well. So this is where, again, the Bazinga integration comes through. So if you went to the all news tab, you can see like over here, this is coming from newsfilter.io, which again is fine and great. But again, all the news over here is coming through, again, Bazinga, which again is going to be quicker, going to be faster, and is going to be giving you all the exclusive news. So again, make sure if you guys are a paid subscriber, don't be using the all news section, use the premium news section. You guys also have the Fox Runner analyst alerts, and make sure you guys are aware though of the headline section is Bazinga's analyst alerts. So basically, again, Fox Runner kind of writes out a lot more on like description, but again, the headlines is going to be anything from the Bazinga team that thinks is noteworthy, something that you should be aware of. Okay, so just a little heads on up. There is premium news. There is headlines right here. We do have our all news for, again, free people. But again, I'm always going to be chilling in the premium tab right here. So you guys have absolutely everything that you guys need. So right here, BHAT, BTAI, PDYN. What else do we have here? Guys, WGRX. It's a little tiny play. WGRX did just get a contract. Let me see if WGRX is getting a little bit of a spike right now. I would ignore it. Ignore that one. Let's go to all the best top gainers of today. Best top gainers of today with news. Number one, the hands down best top gainer with news today is BTAI. BTAI comes out a positive phase 2 top line results. Positive, boom. Phase 2, boom. Top line results, boom. I like that. Positive phase 2 top line results demonstrated again, all good things. That's a great press release. If BTAI can go on a big time rip and run, guys, I mean, like, BTAI has to do one thing. What does BTAI have to do? I'm kind of putting some pop quizzes on you guys today. What does BTAI have to do? BTAI, to be frank with you, it has to be able to break through that 200-day moving average. Get above the price of 227, and that's where BTAI can start getting some hype. That's where BTAI can start getting some momentum. That's where BTAI can start taking on off in a much better manner. So, I would say every single person, just stay ready. If BTAI, a stock with positive phase 2 trial, starts blasting off through 220, things could get very exciting over on this play. Other than that, we don't really have too much. We have PDYN, which did have an earnings report, but again, PDYN went on a very big spike and then came crashing right back on down. You know, if you guys take a look over on PDYN, the stock did go on a big time rip this morning, came up towards $11, cracked back down towards $8. This was the best play so far. This was the most active. This was that clear-cut upper shadow. That was the stock that kind of reversed right back on down. But traders, it's great that we have this right now. And you might say, what's great, Deck? We don't have any sort of big spiker. We don't have any big ripper. We don't have any big runner. It's okay, because we're all on ground zero right now. We're all sitting with a $0 P&L right now. We can only move forward at this point. So again, we know BTAI has a good press release. We know again PDYN had an earnings that came on down. We know again when we take a look over on BTAI, this is the play that has the best chance to be able to spike up towards around that $2 plus mark. But all these other big top gainers right here, guys, all these top gainers are just large float plays. Nothing really too exciting. The best press release today by far has been TTD, and TTD, as we know, did come on out with what? TTD did come on out with a CEO bought $148 million worth of shares. That's a pretty insane amount of shares to be buying. So it's great to kind of get everyone on the same page. We also know, again, when we take a look at the S&P 500 here, S&P 500 getting a nice little bounce off that 675 mark. So it's always that part of my morning where, again, once I kind of get myself a little prepared, I can just go, I can just exhale for a second. And I can just exhale for the moment and just be able to say, all right, there's nothing that's going on behind my back. There's nothing going on behind closed doors that I'm not aware of. I looked at all the top gainers. I looked at all the stocks with the best news. I looked at all the stocks with large low floats. I looked at the S&P 500 today. We're fine. So now again, once we get 7:45 news or 8 o'clock news or 8:15 news or again 8:30 news, we can again go on moving forward, realizing, hey, there's nothing that's going on a big time spike or rip or run right now. So let's see what we get just in a second here at 7:45, and let's just see if we do get any sort of 7:45 ripper. Let's give it a minute here. So let's see what we got. Team, if you guys have not yet, make sure that you guys absolutely destroy that thumbs up right now. Everyone, again, take a second and smash that thumbs on up. Get yourself excited for this day. Let's get ready to rock and roll for a big one, team. I'm pumped on up. I know you guys are as well. If you guys have not, hit that thumbs on up right here and right now. Share this link. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you repost it, retweet it, put it on a billboard, print out flyers. Just the easy things to go the extra mile. I appreciate you guys. I'm ready to rock. I'm ready for a day. I'm ready to be able to see what we have going on. It's going to be an awesome one. All right, 7:45 at this moment. Anything big? FTCI right here, traders. Got a little bit of a drop on down. Did come out with its 2025 earnings. Let's see what else we have here. Obviously, we got to wait till 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock will be the next big press release wave. 8 o'clock is when we're going to start seeing some action. 8 o'clock is when we're going to start seeing a little bit more momentum. All right, team, let's take the next 15 minutes, do some more prep. How do we do more prep? Go to analyst alerts. Let's scroll on down to the bottom. We already went over, again, the first kind of big press release of today, but let's see what else is going on here. Let's see what else we have going on, like talk of the town today. We also have Hood. Did you guys see this? Hood came out with a credit card. So it says Hood gains 4% on new credit card launch. Robinhood launches its new credit card. Robinhood has introduced the Robinhood credit card, a premium invite-only credit card featuring 99% pure platinum, plating an annual fee of $695. This high-end offering provides a range of elevated benefits that include unlimited airport lounge access, 250 annual DoorDash credit, 250 annual dining restaurant credit, $500 annual travel credit, $300 annual hotel credit. Whoa, that's a lot. I didn't know, again, the Robinhood credit card. Robinhood credit card is getting you into any sort of airport lounge. Now, guys, I'm going to let you guys know this right now. Has anyone, again, been inside an airport lounge? Does anyone have that, like, platinum Amex card? I just started going into airport lounges like 2 years ago. And I was like, this is awesome. Traders, I didn't even realize if you have like an Amex, you can go into all these like Delta clubs or, again, United clubs or whatever. It's awesome in there. If anyone ever goes to an airport early, you go into the lounge, you get all the free drinks you want. You get all the free food you want. You, again, could be able to get some private rooms. They got like tanning booths in there. You can get a massage from a lady. It's pretty sick in there. So to be able to say, hey, Robinhood, you get our credit card, you get, again, airport lounge access. $250 of DoorDash credit. That's $250 of free food. $250 free of dining restaurant. Hey, take the wifey out, take the husband out. $500 annual travel credit. Guys, that's a round trip somewhere from, again, Florida and back. $300 hotel credit. This is a free vacation. So that's kind of what it comes on down to. Now, with that being stated, though, traders, is it really? I mean, you do have a $695 fee. You pay $695, you basically get $1,000 worth of stuff. So Robinhood is still putting out, but at the same time, you know, you're probably they're going to make their money back, obviously, through interest or, again, fees or whatever. But Hood did get a spike last night. Hood has been, again, getting a nice little rip and run. $82 up towards $85. Did have a big presentation last night, but HOOD ticker is up 4% this morning after, again, Robinhood came out with their credit card. All right. Pretty interesting. What else do we got here going on, traders? We do have data center stack watch list, the data center stack and breakdown. So, team, for anyone that is interested in AI right now, for anyone that's interested in data centers, let's kind of even take a step back even further. I feel like we don't have a 2026 theme just yet. Guys, did HTTO just come out with news? Hold on a second. HTOO. Guys, HTOO did just come out with a press release. Little heads on up. Stock just ran up to 438. What was the news over on this one? Let me go back on over. HTOO. HTOO. What do we got on this one? Stock again trying to get a little bit of momentum. So we do have a Bazinga exclusive press release right now. Does have HTOO starting to appear at this time. And again, this play going on a nice rip, going on a nice run, going on a nice spike. So let's see if HTOO is going to be able to kind of get that momentum. I just want to see if we're going to see any sort of big time ripping and running, spiking and climbing. I just want to see if, like, you know, I want to see, like, where is going to be that first ripper, that first runner. HTOO. Guys, H2OO, room to run up to 510 if this does get a little exciting. Okay? If this play starts getting a little bit of a rip and run, we have room to run up towards around 510. 510 target right here. All right, here, traders. Here's the news. Talks about $1.16 million in Dubai LPG contracts. HTOO trying to get a little bit of that momentum, trying to get a little bit of that hype, trying to get a little bit of that next leg right here. And let's see how much potential this is going to have. Could HTOO keep on going? Now, again, just little heads on up, kind of going back to what I was saying before. You know, just we'll keep our eyes on HTOO at this moment. Nothing too crazy just yet. But I would say we don't have a 2026 theme. Like, so far, we don't have a 2026 theme. We don't have space stocks going crazy yet, do we? No. We don't have data center stocks going crazy yet, do we? No. We don't have quantum computing plays going crazy yet, do we? No. We don't have self-driving vehicles going crazy yet. No. We don't have AI chips going crazy yet, do we? No. We don't have drones going crazy yet. No. There's really no AI, there's no theme yet of 2026. We haven't seen any theme just yet of 2026. And that's like what I do want to kind of see if we can start building up to. Guys, HTOO is starting to get a little bit of a drop already. So that was a quick little spike, quick little dump right back on down. All right, here. Give me 1 second, traders. I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go. All right, here, traders. Let's see what we have here. We have, again, HTOO, keeping our eyes peeled. IBO, ALTO. Let's get ready for that 8 a.m. press release wave. Guys, we're 5 minutes away until the 8 a.m. press release wave. 5 minutes away until possibly, again, the next big spike of rippers and runners. Traders, as we wait for this 8 a.m. press release wave, I am going to ask you guys for one small favor. And again, the small favor I'm going to ask is that coming up in the next month and a half or so, Stock Twits is having their award show. Now, again, what their award show is, it's a really big award show that basically, again, recognizes people in the trading space. And right now is when you guys can go ahead and put your nomination on who should be voted on. So I would really, really appreciate if everyone could just take a second, click this link, and go over and type in Deckmar Trades for Financial Creator of the Year. So what is the Financial Creator of the Year? The Financial Creator of the Year is the person that is the must-watch individual podcast or show that makes finance entertaining. So I feel like if I'm going to win a category here over on the Stock Twits Award Show, I'm going for Financial Creator of the Year. So if everyone could take one moment here, go ahead and type in the word Deckmar Trades and then put nomination submitted. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Deckmar Trades in section 3. So basically, we need to be able to get enough votes for me to be able to at least get nominated. And then after I possibly get nominated, that's when, again, we can go ahead and actually, vote on myself. But I really appreciate it if everyone who does support me, everyone who's here, everyone who believes I bring value to your life every day, people here that, again, get excited every day, people that are, again, fired up, people who enjoy this stream and this community. If you guys can take 1 second, go ahead, Financial Creator of the Year, add the word Deckmar Trades, and hopefully we get enough nomination votes to be able to put us kind of in that final little running. So thank you guys. I was looking at some of the other ones. Best Market Innovation Trade of the Year, Stock Twits Community Member of the Year, Best New ETF Story Stock of the Year. I mean, I don't really fit these categories, but I feel like right here, this is, guys, I want to win this. I want to win this year. I want to work on a speech. I want to work on my speech. I want to say, thank you. Thank you. Guys, thank you to everyone who voted. Guys, I just want to say I appreciate everyone who came out tonight. My fans all over the world. I appreciate you. And again, I just want to let you know that this does not go unnoticed. You can do anything you want. You can be anyone who you want to be. Don't stop. That's gonna be something like my speech. Okay. So if everyone can just take 2 seconds, go over to Financial Creator of the Year. This ends, what does that end? March 22nd, I believe. So we got about, a week and a half, 2 weeks that you can go ahead and put your nominations in there. But I'm hoping to be able to take it on down. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I try my best every day to be able to show up, make sure we're doing it, making that money. All right, team. 8 a.m. press release wave. Guys, let's take a second. Is everyone here ready to trade? Most likely, we're going to be getting a trade in within the next minute and a half. Yesterday's pre-market was active. Yesterday's pre-market was pretty exciting. Yesterday's pre-market, we had some good volume. Is everyone here ready to rock? Is everyone here ready to trade? If I were you, again, make sure you guys, A, have your Fox Runner all the way up towards the top. B, have, again, your charts open. I always like to have a 2-minute time frame and a daily chart 2-minute time frame so I could see the entirety of pre-market. And then I also have my Cobra Trader open with, again, the short locate box ready to go. So I always have my short locate box open, ready to get after it in case I got to locate shares to short, get ready to be able to grab shares right away. One minute here, team. What's a good target today? I always like to keep my base. My base is always like $1,000 on a day. That's my base target. $1,000 each day, guys. $1,000 a day. That's my target. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Come on, come on, come on now. Here we go. Let's see if we find something big. Subcontracts. Oh, HTOO. Coming out with that late news there. Partnership, EQ. Don't need that. Agreement. SARO. SARO has the word agreement. Receives. Agreement acquires. Acquires. PODC. PODC acquires. Nope. Agreement right here over on TKLF. Let's find the one that's going to spike here, traders. Let's find the one that's going to rip. Let's find the one that's going to run. Approval, NKLR. HTOO already had that little spike. We're looking to see if any of these press releases are going to really be able to take on off here, guys. Looking to see which one is going to get that nice big green candle. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I'm going through all the agreement press releases. I'm going through all of the acquire press releases. I'm going through all the new order receives press releases. I'm going through all the ones that are highlighted, the ones that are worthwhile, and seeing if there's any buying volume towards them. Right now, there is no buying volume at 8 o'clock just yet. Right now, there's no buying volume just yet. We are still sitting with, again, IBO as the #1 top gainer. IBO has just been moving sideways since this morning. Nothing on IBO. CDTG, guys, at this time, CDTG did have a press release last night. At this moment, nothing going on. What else? We do have TPET, that's an oil play. ANNA, no volume. TMDE, oil play. ALTO, no volume. CDTG, no volume. The floor is open. The dance floor is open right now, team. We just need, again, a stock to be able to step on up. I know you guys want to go dancing. I want to go dancing. See if we get anything right around 8:05 a.m. 8:05 a.m. Start getting a little bit more momentum. Some momentum, papa. IBO, TBET, ALTO, NAG. Absolutely fine right now, team. Everyone sit on your hands. I want to be a mentor to be able to make you guys the most amount of money possible. I want to be someone who takes your trading to the next level. I want you guys to have the absolute most amount of success that you could ever have. But at the same time, I want you guys to be disciplined. I don't want you guys to overtrade. If there is no trading opportunity, I do not want you guys to pull the trigger. If there is no stock that is worthwhile, I do not want you guys to be able to jump on in. So I am here to help you guys make money, but I'm also here to help you guys save money. I'm here to help you guys retain your money. I'm here to make sure that you guys don't pull the trigger on something random. I don't want anyone right now saying, oh, Deck, let me go ahead and jump it on IBO and hopefully it goes on a big time spike, rip and run. Why? Hopefully it goes on a big time spike and rip and run. Hopefully, again, I buy the right Powerball number tickets. Hopefully, again, I can put $1 billion sports bet on and be able to make a great rip and run. Like, hopefully isn't really worth it. You don't want hopefully. NPT, remember this Chinese play, guys? This is a Chinese stock that did spike a couple days ago. So NPT did go from $5 up to $11, crashed on down. Went from $7 up to $15, crashed on down. Went from $10 up to $15, crashed on down. We did just spike from $13 up to $17 right there. Guys, little heads on up. NPT is known to kind of spike and dump, spike and dump. I'm not going to touch this play. If you want to look for a quick, small 100, 200, 300 share short, go for it. but it's really just not probably my favorite play right now. Not my favorite play at this moment. Not anything that I really need at this exact time. I would rather sit back, stay smart, kind of wait for that better play. I appreciate, again, Bunny. I appreciate you, T. Mitch, for these quick little, hey, deck NPT, getting a little bit of buying volume. Multi-tone deck, why can't I get your voting page over on Stock Twits? Again, I posted it right up top. Again, all you got to do is scroll down. So I know if you click the link, it's right here. You got just click this button, submit nominees, and again, just click number 3, Financial Creator of the Year, and you'll be all set. So again, it's just scroll on down a little bit, add the word Deckmart Trades, and you guys will be all set, ready to rock. I appreciate every single person. You guys can go ahead and vote for whatever you guys want as well. What would you guys say is this? I put a ticker here. This is kind of fun. Cash Tag of the Year. What ticker owned the conversation of 2025? This award honors the stock that has defined the market narrative through massive engagement. Traders, so let's have some fun here. Let's kind of go through these together and let's see, like, what do you guys think would win on a vote? So what would you guys say in 2025 was the ticker of the year? Now, when we say the ticker of the year, what we're referring to on the Stock Twits nomination is what stock was the most talked about? What stock had the biggest following? What stock had the most hype? What stock couldn't you escape? What stock would you guys say was the tag of the year? The everywhere you looked, you saw this ticker. I did put one. I nominated one last night, and I kind of wish I changed my answer. There's 2 that are in my mind of cash tag of the year for 2025. What was the ticker that you guys could not escape of 2025? I will tell you what I put, but I'll tell you what I think is a better option. But I want you guys to go vote first. Go vote first. And this is fun. Let's go ahead and, as we wait for news, let's go ahead and kind of like run through this together. Cash tag of the year. I'll tell you guys, I put Rocket Lab. You might say, oh yeah, you know, Rocket Lab last year, we saw non-frickin' stop. Rocket Lab last year in 2025, traders, are you kidding me? We again saw Rocket Lab all 2025. 2025, Rocket Lab went from $11 up to $29. Throughout the year, up to $50. All the way up to $70. And to the end of the year, all the way up at $79. Rocket Lab was like a slow burner uptrend. That's why I put that one. But I would honestly say, I think maybe even a better one was maybe Palantir. I think it has to be either Rocket Lab or Palantir that wins that. I feel like it has to be what was the best cash tag of 2025. I feel like Rocket Lab or Palantir has to be the winner. Let's go to number 2. Cash Tag Legend Award. What is this? A lifetime achievement honor is reserved for an individual whose groundbreaking contributions have permanently shaped the investing landscape. I don't really know. Financial Creator of the Year. That's who I want. Crypto Creator of the Year. I don't really follow a lot of crypto guys. If anyone, again, is a big crypto trader, and, wants to get involved in this, shout out to you. I hope you guys get nominated right here. Story Stock of the Year. The stock that proved the power of the crowd, fueled by pure community energy. So what was the meme stock of the year? Okay, guys, what about this? Let me think. I didn't vote for this one yet. Let me vote for this one. What was essentially the story stock of the year? The stock that proved the power of the crowd, fueled by pure community energy and social momentum. So what was the meme stock of 2025? I mean, this could be Rocket Lab as well. What was the meme stock of 2025? What stock basically spiked the most off of Reddit? What stock spiked the most off of really no hype or of purely hype? Not really even great fundamentals. I want to see. I mean, you could put Rocket Lab, you could put Palantir. This is also where you can kind of put more of like IO and Q, quantum computing plays. Stocks that really don't have any sort of fundamentals, but it's more just pure momentum, pure Reddit. Is there any kind of, GameStop-likey play of 2025 that I'm forgetting? Open? It might have to be Open. I might have to put Open there. Open did catch some fire. I never traded Open, but I would definitely say that was probably the most meme stocky one of 2026. I do agree with you right there. Would you guys say maybe Open was maybe, again, the meme stock of 2025? Excuse me. I think I'm going to go Open. Submitted open to, yeah. I'm going to put that right there, guys. I think that's a good one. Trade of the year, celebrating the single best called shot of the year. This award honors a trade of the combination of perfect. I mean, I don't even know how that works, but so we did 3. Cash tag of the year, financial creator of the year, and again, we did story stock of the year. Okay. That was fun. Kind of fun to kind of think back at 2025. Deck SNDK was obviously a crazy one. SNDK was a crazy one. I mean, SNDK was just like the best spiker of 2025. 2025 and the best spiker of 2026 so far. MOBX fitting the mid-candle breakout pattern. Ooh. MOBX run on the banks. Yeah, you get back above $1. You get back above $1, MOBX could definitely start getting some hype. MOBX could definitely start getting some momentum. We do have a repurchase program on AVX. Not really getting any sort of crazy momentum, though. That's another good one. NBIS. NBIS also did have a ton of hype back in 2025. You guys remember Nibius? You know, back in 2025, NBIS. Everyone is running towards that one. That would be another good vote. So, see what NBIS could be able to do. See if that one's going to be able to spike and rip and run and start getting a little bit more buying volume. See if that one can start getting a little bit more attention. All right, traders, let's keep getting ourselves prepared. We started this, but we did not finish it. So let's go back over to the analyst alerts over on Fox Runner. Let's scroll on down. Let's get ourselves fully prepared here. Number 1, we already know all about TTD. TTD, again, did have the CEO. The CEO purchased $148 million worth of shares. TTD is trying to run on up to the 200-day moving average, which is currently sitting right around the price of $31.70. TTD 3177 is the 200-day moving average. That is the target of today. Next on up, we did have Hood. Hood is gapping up 4% this morning because they did come out with a credit card last night, and this credit card is pretty cool. So Hood does have a brand new credit card. We also do have all different data center-like stocks. Guys, we saw a lot of themes throughout the years. Last year, 2025, was the year of data centers. We did see NVIDIA grow, AMD grow, but obviously we saw a lot of these like NBIS stocks trying to grow. We have the AI data center value chain. You know, stocks that are related to AI data centers that are growing off of AI data centers. So would I say AI data centers are the hot theme of 2026? No, but they're relevant. They still are relevant. People are still looking at these AI data centers, right? So, you know, last year we saw AI data centers explode. Last year, we also saw gold and silver explode. And again, we start seeing a lot of energy plays start getting momentum. A lot of people think energy is next up on the list. Now, why? Because we need to power AI. Basically what we've had right here, team, let's just try to follow the footsteps. If everyone here is trying to figure out what is the next theme of 2026. So let's just kind of go back, right? We did have back in 2023. Guys, help me out here. What was the theme of 2023? 2023 was when AI chips first started coming on out, right? We had all these cool little chips come on out. These little chips right here, everyone said, oh, guys, look how awesome this is. This is so sick. This is so cool. We got like stocks like NVIDIA going crazy, ripping and running, popping and climbing, getting all that action. So then we had all these chips come on out. And then after we started having all these chips come on out, then we started seeing, what else did we start seeing? 2024, I kind of forget right here. Let's skip that for a second. Let's go to 2025. Someone help me out with 2024. 2024 is where we started seeing more of the data center. Data centers started getting that hype and that momentum and that ripping and that running, where again, we kind of had more of that, you know, these buildings, these big buildings to be able to power all these chips, right? We had these buildings to kind of power all these chips on up here. But now we're asking ourselves, hey, how are we going to power data centers? So now we kind of need something else. In 2026, a lot of people think it's going to be power. You know, okay, how are we going to power these up? We need energy. Energy, that could be oil, that could be gas, that could be nuclear, right? Where again, we have these nuclear reactors. So is 2026 going to be the year of energy, nuclear, electricity? That could all be things that could start getting some momentum, right? So again, definitely want to make sure that you guys are on top of it. Heads on up. GXAI did just come out with a press release. 8:12, 2 minutes ago. GXAI. America First secures license from Navy. Traders, GXAI did just get a spike and starting to rip and run. Guys, little heads on up. Take a look at the past chart history pattern. Past chart history pattern shows massive resistance at the price of 217. Resistance, 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 right around that 217-ish mark. GXAI, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going GXAI, baby. GXAI, 4,000 shares. Inquiring, 4,000 shares. 4,000 shares, locate lowest. Cancel. How much is that going to cost me? 30 bucks. Fine. Accepted. GXAI, getting ready to rock and roll. See what this play is going to be able to do. Did just spike on up towards around 209 so far. Again, I do want to slowly add in on this play as, again, the stock maybe gets a little bit of momentum and hype. We did spike up towards 209. And again, as you guys can see, resistance 217, fade and fall. Resistance 217, fade and fall. GXAI is trying to get a little bit of momentum to try to get a little bit of a spike. But I'm going to look to even add. You know, I'll try to slowly, again, put myself in on this position. So GAXI right here. GXAI. Accepted 4,000 shares. Cool, cool, cool. Security is not shortable. It better be shortable. I just again. Hold on. Locate lowest. Cancel. 4,000 shares located. Let me see real quick. Short. There we go. So I do want to see, team, if I can get filled over on GXAI. Guys, GXAI did actually just get filled on my first little 500 shares right there. 500 shares, 195. GXAI, going to do, again, some small entries as the stock tries to build itself on up. And again, I'm going to do 1,000 shares right now. Cost basis 197. GXAI getting a little bit of a little bit of consolidation, possible bull flag pattern that could be forming in the future. Now, with that being stated here, traders, I want you guys to note something. I didn't, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. What was the stock that came on out with? What was the stock that came on out with the U.S. Navy contract just a little bit ago? Was that GXAI? Is this a back-to-back press release? If we take a look over on GXAI here, is this, did we already come out with that? No, this is something new. This is something new. But didn't we have a Navy press release before? So again, make sure you guys are in the premium tab. But I believe we had a Navy press release before, earlier this week, and I thought it was GXAI. So if this was a double repeat press release, that could have led to a little bit of a sell-off. But right now here, traders, I am shorting GXAI at the price of 197. Currently up again about 40 bucks at this time. I want to see, again, GXAI, how high can this go? Now, I'm a little bit nervous to add on to this play, but really, again, I do like this opportunity for just like a nice little short. So I would like to add above $2 over on this play, but as you guys can see, you guys do have your strong resistance areas. Strong resistance right here. You guys do have strong resistance right here. You guys do have strong resistance right here. That's, again, 217. These are all the 217 areas. Now, after this level, you guys do have strong resistance at this level right here. Then you guys have strong resistance up towards these tops right here and these tops right here. So you guys do have 217 main resistance. Then a little higher, probably right around 230. Let me see what this is. This is actually, yeah, right around 230-ish right there. And then it's all the way on up towards like 270. So I'm not going to add any more. I'll do 1,000 shares on GXAI right at like this area. But if this stock ever does like explode, I kind of want to save my 4,000 shares for something up high. If this stock drops on down towards 170 or so, I'll just lock in a little bit of profits and start my day in the green. So GXAI, let's see if this one is going to kind of dump. And if the stock does start dumping, if the stock does start getting weaker, if the stock does crack on down towards like 175 or lower, we'll just take our profits. Make a free 200 bucks. Nothing wrong with taking a free 200. Guys, there we go. Guys, $210. Gonna take my gains right there. How did I just get filled again? I'm so confused. 500. Oh, I only had 500 shares. Excuse me. 500 shares. Guys, gonna take my gains. Locked in $200. Pretty free $200 right there. Wouldn't you guys agree? Pretty awesome. Free $200 never hurt nobody. A little free $200 ain't no hurt nobody. So GXAI, not a big trade at all, as we know. Nothing I'm doing crazy on this play. Just wanted to, again, start off a position. Wanted to see if it was going to go up higher, but hey, I'll take a free little $200 to keep things going. Video's down. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll replace that for you. So you'll be all set. All right. So, guys, we're back. We're good. All right. So right here, traders, beautiful work, beautiful job. And again, GXAI, seeing the stock be able to fade and fall and just be able to crack right back on down. Team, this is, again, I always tell you this, all the time. Shorting is by far the easiest way to make money in the stock market. By far. And some people are like, no, you can do options or futures so you can bet. Guys, it is by far the easiest way to make money in the stock market. 9 out of 10 penny stocks. 9 out of 10 stocks that are sub $20. 9 out of 10 plays that are like sub $30. When you see a stock with a low float, okay? A low float means, again, they have a low amount of shares to the public, and they come out with a press release. 99% of them do what? Spike on up due to momentum. People are, again, locking profits, and the stock comes crashing right back on down. It's the same exact thing every single day. The same exact thing every single day. Guys, I've been able to make my living for the last 11 years by doing the same exact thing every single morning. Every morning. JR, bro, teach us how to short. Again, that's what I do every day, buddy. Teach you how to short. Again, if you want to short, though, one of the most important things is you have to have a shorting broker. So if you do not have a shorting broker, you will not be able to short. Just a little heads up for you. So if you're using Robinhood, if you're using E-Trade, if you're using TD Ameritrade, if you're using Charles Schwab, if you're using something like that, you will not be able to short. You might say, oh man, this sucks. Guys, it's very simple. Just open up a shorting broker. What's the best shorting broker out there? As you guys know, Cobra. Cobra Trading is the premium shorting broker. They are the #1 shorting broker out there in the world. They will give you commission free on whatever you deposit. $30,000 in, you get $30,000 of free commissions. $50,000 in, $50,000 of free commissions. After you run out of your free commissions, you get 50% off commissions for life. They also give you 2 free months of software, incoming wire fees covered by Cobra. You get the Cobra Prime, and you get free 60 days of Fox Runner. That's only if you guys use this link, though, right here. So, for anyone who does not have Cobra, make sure you guys sign up right now. You have to have a shorting broker to short. Little heads up for every single person. So many people don't understand that. So right here, what we have yesterday, yeah, like VCIG. I mean, VCIG is a great example. Team, look how awesome this is. This is why you short plays, okay? And don't let anyone tell you different. VCIG, stock goes from $7.90 yesterday, spikes on up, comes on down towards $5. Let's just look at some of the previous top gainers of yesterday, and let's just see how they were, okay? Let's just take a second here, team, all right? And we could take a look over on ASNS, right? Spiked on up yesterday, came crashing on down. DXST right here. Guess what this play did? Spike on up and it came crashing on down. AIFF goes on a big time spike, comes crashing on down. BW goes on a very big spike. Again, trying to hold up a little bit, but not really that well. NPT, this is a stock that barely has any sort of buying volume. But again, you can see what we have here. It's the same exact thing day in and day out. It's not that crazy. Stock goes on a spike, stock goes on a rip, stock goes on a run, stock goes on a play, and again, just reverses right back on down. So again, I use Fox Runner to be able to find all the best press releases. Here's GXAI. GXAI comes out with a press release. If again, you see that press release the moment it comes on out, go ahead and buy it. Say, Deck, I'm going to go buy GXAI. Came out with a great press release. I see it within the first 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger. You pull the trigger, the stock goes on a big rip and run. Stock spikes its way on up. You say, Deck, I'm going to short it right back on down. Short it right back on down. You make some money. Or again, you go ahead and get a dip buy. I always tell you there are 3 ways to make money in the stock market. Either A, right when the hot press release comes on out. B, you understand you're late, you short it. Or D, you get ready for a dip buy if it is a good credible play. Right? Bang, bang, bang. That's what you do time and time again. After the 8:30 press release wave, guys, after the 8:30 press release wave, I'll go into a full detail lesson right here, okay? Sometimes, again, traders don't always need it, but again, I will go into a full detail lesson. So, traders, let's get ourselves excited. Let's get ourselves motivated. Let's get ourselves ready to rock for this absolutely tremendous day in every single way. I'm jacked on up, fired on up, ready to go. And it's just freaking game time. So nice little start. I'm not going to add anything to this. Guys, I will go over it all at 8:30, okay? Guys, let me just make sure I don't have any open orders. Okay, no. So again, we just made $200. We're all set on this day right now. Just made 200 bucks. All set at this moment. Team, give me 2 seconds. We got about 5 minutes until this brand new press release wave of 830 opens on up. Let's look for another trade. So let's try to make $1,000 today, as always. Give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead, go get my brand new Icelandic water. Again, I kind of just drank all this one. So give me 1 second. We'll be all back, ready to go on the mic. Go get yourself a brand new cup of coffee. Go to the bathroom. Whatever you guys got to do. We'll be back on the mic in about 2 seconds here. All right, traders. It's game time. 8:27 in the markets. 8:27 here, people. We are getting ourselves ready to rock. We are getting ourselves ready to go. We have, again, the next press release wave coming on up here in the future. Little sign out, guys, for anyone. AMPX moving itself on up. Guys, can I ask you guys a question? What anyone else in on your AMPX trade with us? So for anyone who does not know, I always try to pick one golden goose egg every year. Now, I've been pretty good with my golden goose eggs. I've, again, been able to spot out Rocket Lab before, when Rocket Lab was at the price of around $10. That's when we found Rocket Lab, at the price of $10. I've been able to spot out before IO and Q. IO and Q, when this one was at around $12, we spotted IO and Q out. This year, I have AMPX. AMPX is my hopeful 2026 goose egg. Not goose egg, golden goose egg. Goose egg sounds bad. Golden goose egg sounds good. So this is a play that I am in on. This is a play that I actually invested in back in October. So I actually invested, AMPX back in October, and I've been holding AMPX, through this whole entire clutter. Through all this clutter, through all this, everything that's happening right here, I've been holding AMPX through all this clutter. Now, what's the good news? Good news is last night, they did come out with an earnings report, and the earnings report was good. And again, AMPX has been moving up since, and they are about to jump onto a conference call now. So while AMPX has not done anything crazy just yet, it hasn't done anything crazy, I'm still hoping, again, we do get that kind of crazy rip and run. I mean, let's just see what we are up year to date right now. Year to date, AMPX is already up 43%. So, I mean, it's still not bad. AMPX year to date, still not bad whatsoever. Up 43%, but we are looking for 400, 500, something crazy that could happen in the near future. So, I'm still holding AMPX. I'll be holding long term. I'll sell that, if we could ever go crazy. I wouldn't say put everything into it, but I put a little money into it, and I'm holding it. I'm not selling anytime soon. I've been holding that for a long time. All right, traders, let's get ready for the next press release wave. Everyone, make sure you guys have your short locate box open, ready to rock and roll to be able to go ahead and short. Let's get ready to see what we have going on with this day. And let's break down absolutely everything from start to finish to make sure, again, traders know exactly what to be looking at. News will be coming on out in about 30 seconds. In about 30 seconds, we will be getting some brand new press releases. As the brand new press releases come on out, we are going to see what's spiking. If it's a great press release, we will buy it. If it's already gone up too high, we'll get ready for a short. If it's already spiked and already dumped, we can look for a dip buy. Here we go. We do have the word agreement, CMLS. CMLS, nothing going on there. We do have the word achieves over on TTEC. Nothing going on there just yet either. Let's see if, again, something can kind of come on out to really, again, get this party going. That's what I want. Guys, GXAI is still trying to work itself on up slightly. Has room to run up to 217. Just kind of keep that on your back burner right there. If this play ever does spike up towards around 217, 220, I will get ready for some shorts as well. So just a little heads on up. If that one ever does get up towards around 217, I'm just going to put some high short orders just in case this one ever starts getting a little stupid. So I'm going to put some high GXAI orders in just in case, something does happen. MOBX. MOBX is the previous #1 top gainer, or 2 days ago was a previous top gainer. If it re-breaks $1, it could start getting some momentum. Guys, GXAI trying to get some hype. I might have just gotten filled. Hold on a second. Let me see. Yes, guys, GXAI did get filled. GXAI did get filled right at 217. 217, guys, is the price that we have been talking about. Why 217? Remember, traders, 217 is just by looking at past chart history pattern. So I did start getting filled. Where at? 217 right here. And again, what else do we have here? We also have 217 back here. So I did just start getting a couple entries from, again, 217 right here, 217 right there. Those previous old spiking highs, that's where I just want to see if the stock is going to reverse at. Now, if, again, we keep on spiking up even higher, we do have room to run up towards what area? That's going to be more up towards like 230, 236. But I'm just going to start off with a small 500 shares like I just did. And guys, guess what? If I make another 200 bucks, I'll add to it. But all I care about, I don't have favorite stocks. I really don't. People say, what's your favorite play? I don't have a favorite play, guys. I play, again, whatever stock, again, is making, whatever stock is moving. Okay, whatever stock is moving. Little heads on up. PMEC. PMEC just came on out. PMEC approximately $33 million in multi-year contracts. PMEC did just have a quick little rip and run. So keep your eyes peeled over on PMEC real quick. Stock has room to run up towards, again, the price of 130 in case that one gets a quick little pop. Did just have a press release. Not really that much volume, but if it ever starts breaking through that, $1, we could run up towards around that 130 area. So I just want to see if PMEC could ever do that. Quick little spike, quick little dump. I mean, that one's not even tradable. Forget that one right now. But I would say, I'm just going to put some 500 share action in case that one ever starts running up towards like 125, 130. If it ever started getting stupid, I always like to just put up plays super high, as you guys know. I like to put up plays that, again, I might not get filled. I might not get filled at all, but if I do get filled, I feel very confident. So I like to, again, figure out where's resistance, throw, again, the stocks at or near resistance, and then from there say, all right, hey, if I don't get filled, I don't lose any money. If I do get filled, guess what? I do make money. GXAI right now, guys, still trying to get a little bit of a rip. GXAI trying to hold itself on up here slightly. GXAI. Deck, how high can GXAI get up towards? GXAI looks like it's going to try to get up towards around that, like, what, 250-ish mark? If we can start getting up towards 250, I'm going to hammer down a lot. But again, right here, traders, just want to throw this out here. I am in on this play right now. GXAI shorting this play, 1,500 shares at the cost basis of 222. So GXAI, I have 1,500 shares, 222 cost basis, currently down 49 bucks. Stock could potentially run up towards 250. We are looking at past chart history pattern. Let's look at all the areas that we can reverse at. First area that we could have reversed at is 217. 217 is, again, this top mark right here. Bada boom. Then again, we have 217, this top mark right there. Bada boom. Now we are above 217. So what's our next area of resistance? Next area of resistance, it looks like right around 236. 236 is this old upper shadow, this old upper shadow. We do have, again, right around 240, 250. So it's kind of like that 230. It's like kind of like 230 to 250 area, to be honest with you. It's like not really clear cut in any sort of way. I'm going to take my profits on GXAI if we fall probably back underneath like 216. So GXAI, I'm not the biggest fan of my entry right now, to be frank with you, because the stock could still go up higher, and it's not like the stock has a big upper shadow yet. There is no big upper shadow to show that we have any sort of reversal. There is no big upper shadow yet. Like, that's why I still think the stock could go higher than what I think, and that kind of does scare me a little bit. So if we ever do start getting a little bit of a drop, I just want to be ready for it. But if we can start getting that upper shadow and I can hit, you know, some entries up high, I will also do that. So I might have to just wait for that nice high up entry, go ahead and nail it and go from there. But if we do get a little bit of a fade and drop, I'll go after it. So a lot of times here, traders, you know, what do I like to do with my trades? And again, I want you guys to start getting into this habit as well. You know, for anyone who does not know, for anyone who's just joining us for the first time, I am currently up $31,000 year to date. Year to date, that's 2 months so far, we're up $31,000. Now, a lot of times what I like to do, guys, is I will see stock XYZ, okay? This is an example. Here's stock XYZ. Stock XYZ is currently trading at the price of $5. Now, all of a sudden, XYZ starts spiking on up because hot news comes on out. What I do the majority of the time is I say to myself, okay, how high can stock XYZ go up to? So what I do is I look at old past spikes, old past rips and run, old areas of resistance. And again, in the past, I might see stock spiked here and fell. And then I see stock spiked up here and fell. And I see stock spiked up here and fell. And now the stock's all the way down here. What I do a lot of times is I realize there's a reversal, there's a reversal, there's a reversal. So what I start doing is I start putting entries. I start saying, all right, hey, I'm going to put some short entries here, some short entries here, some short entries here, some short entries here. And guess what? If the stock spikes its way up towards this area and it starts turning and falling, I'll be able to make some money, right? Now, if the stock never even gets up to that area, no big deal. I just don't ever get filled. But I like to try to surround the area. I like to be able to ask myself, you know, okay, I'm going to put a little bit underneath the area. I'm going to put a little bit above the area. I'll put a little bit on the top in case it kind of gets a little bit crazy. And I try to get like the overall best cost basis. So again, I always try to find where is there trouble in the past, where's there trouble, put entries slightly under, slightly at, and slightly above, get the best overall cost basis for the stock to be able to turn and reverse back on down. So, you know, right here, traders, I am currently in on this play, 1,500 shares, currently again up 200, but I am currently down 124 on this specific trade. I am still sitting with 222. I'm going to add on to this play at the next strong resistance line I see, which is more closer towards like 250s. So right now I'm just kind of either A, letting it do whatever it wants to do, or B, waiting for it to spike up towards around the 250s and then looking to short up there. Now we also had PMEC as well, where PMEC stock again, you know, I was going to look for shorts if PMEC could ever spike on up towards around that like 130 mark. Not really doing anything at this moment. Guys, no crazy spiker though just yet. No crazy ripper. No crazy bada boom play. What do I mean by bada boom play? Like a play that every single trader is getting involved in. Every single trader is getting themselves excited for. Every single trader is saying, hey, this is it. GXAI still, again, working itself on up over on GXAI. So I'm only going to add on GXAI if that stock, again, starts kind of getting a little bit more. I want to see that little pop and that craziness. You know, I kind of want to see that upper shadow. It's kind of, you know, counterintuitive, but I want this stock to squeeze so it gets that upper shadow so it can drop itself back on down. You know, raise my cost basis. Either A, drop on down right now. What's this old spike in high? 260, 264. Oh, GXAI. So GXAI, I'm kind of waiting for that little pop. Give us that little pop, little rip, little run. Go ahead and short this bad boy right back on down is the goal. Just putting up super high entries. Giving this some time. I know I'm in the red slightly at this moment, down 29 bucks on the day. But, you know, GXAI, it's either going to get the pop in reverse or it's just going to slowly reverse back on down. Not really anything to worry about. Not really that big of a trade. So I'm still kind of waiting for more of the crazy one on the day. We're going to see if we can get more of that crazy one on the day. See if we're going to get that wild one on the day. Let's see if GXAI can be able to keep moving on up. Now, if you guys are saying, Deck, I want to short GXAI, but I don't want to short right now, wait until probably like, 250, 260s. Like kind of like 250, 260s is a great kind of next area to look for. We do have old spiking high in the 240s, 250s. It's kind of the 250s, 260s is where I feel much better on. So if you guys are interested over on GXAI, definitely want to be looking more for, again, 250s, 260s. Wait for, again, that kind of like pop. My first little entry of 1,500 shares isn't really that great, to be honest. But again, the good news is I do think we are going to get a little bit of a spike and climb. And again, we could always average on up, and that's going to help it, very nicely. So GXAI right here, currently coming up towards about a 100% gain. Slowly, again, going to raise my cost basis on this play. And as I raise my cost basis, I'm going to be able to get, again, better entry. So, again, we just came up to 251. Notice we just hit 251, guys. And, again, I did average in more. I had 1,500 shares. Now I have 2,500 shares. So my new cost basis is now the price of 234. So now, again, 234 is my new cost basis. Now, again, I will add more if the stock ever spikes all the way on up towards 260 or 270 or something like that. I can add more and raise my cost basis. So, again, this is going to help me not only be able to make my money back quicker, but when I do get back in the green, I can make more money back quicker. I don't ever short at lows. I only short at highs. I only short at new highs where, again, when a pullback can happen. So right now here, traders, we got GXAI, still, again, our top play of the day. This is the only active play I see at this moment. So GXAI is the only active stock I see at this time. Nothing going on with BBCQW. Don't really care about it. GXAI, this is the most active play right now. IBO, guys, at this moment, again, just getting everyone on the same page. IBO is nothing. PMEC is nothing, right? ALTO is nothing. TTD, again, did have that great, CEO buying. But again, as in day trading, it's nothing. So right now here, traders, we don't have anything insane just yet. We don't. We're more waiting. We're more watching. We're more focused to see if we can be able to get a nice pullback and reversal over on, GXAI. Now, Deck, when would you take profits on GXAI? I did add a little bit, as you guys know. I'm currently down $100 over on GXAI. I'm in at the price of $2.34, so I'm down about 2 pennies right now. Where I would like to get out of GXAI would be somewhere underneath like $2.25. If I could be able to hold this play and be able to get a little dump underneath $2.25 and be able to make, I would say an additional $300 or so, that could be absolutely awesome. So again, if I could be able to make an additional $300 from, again, GXAI cracking underneath $2.25, I think that would be a great way to kind of, just do what we can out of this trade. So more just waiting, more just watching, more just kind of staying alert over on this one. And, just only adding at highs, only shorting at highs. Now, GXAI, I would say the stock is still holding up well. I'm not going to, again, be naive. GXAI is still holding up well. GXAI still has a little bit of an uptrend. GXAI is still a solid little mover at this moment. So, again, I see kind of its clear-cut uptrend right here. This would be its clear-cut uptrend. That means, again, the best dip buy would be probably back on down towards 217 if it dumps. If GXAI ever dumps, 217 is like the next dip buy opportunity for every single person. Just a little heads up for you. So GXAI, slow, steady one, guys. Nothing too wild. I just want to talk. I want to explain. I want to make sure you guys are inside my mind. Okay? I don't ever want you guys going in the dark. I never want you guys to kind of be like, oh, what is he doing? Why is he doing this? Really, all I'm doing at this time is I'm looking for, again, A, the number one top gainer of the day, a 100% mover. B, adding at strong resistance areas. We added at 217 to begin with. And then again, after 217, we added up near around 250. We, again, saw 217 was number one. What? 217 was old spiking high right here. 250 was more up towards around the top right there. Right now, we are back in the green. Looking to see, can we be able to crack on down towards like sub 225? Sub 225, guys, we could be able to make, another $200-300. And again, just adding this on a little bit of a slower day doesn't hurt. So 229 on the bids. Let's see if the bids are the buyers. The left side of the level 2 is the buyers. 29 right here. Let's see if we drop on down. Let's see if we can take out the 29s and go to the 28s. Nope, 30's still holding on up. So 30s are still holding. 230 is still a little support. 229s we got to take out to kind of like, get that little waterfall. Here's the 229s on the bids. So again, the buyers are on the left. Now 228s. 228s we got to take on out. Now again, we're looking for 228s, 227s. So again, let's see if we can take out the 228s, 227s, and again, take profits somewhere around 226, 225, right? So that's what we're looking for. We do have this nice little uptrend. We know, again, we're probably going to see some sort of dip buy and bounce play right around that 219, 220 area. GXAI, again, with deck, why did you add at the areas you did? I only added at resistance marks. Like, for instance, right? We take a look right here. We do have our first resistance line. Where at? First resistance line, 216, 217. Next resistance line, 250, right? So I added at 216, 217, and then I started adding closer towards around 250. So if we look at, again, my entries, let's just look at my entries real quickly. You guys can see GXAI. Where did I add? I shorted at 217, 217, then again 220, and then I shorted up near around 240, 250. That gave me my current cost basis right here of 233. So again, let's see if we can keep on cracking, guys. 228s, 227s, 227s, guys. Currently up 165, 190. All right, taking it. There's 225s, guys. Just pushed myself up nearly $400 on the day. Awesome. Guys, awesome. Right? Parlay. So, awesome job. Awesome work. Nice, again, reversal right there. Just we're able to push ourselves up nearly $400 on the day right now. So we're just doing everything we can just to make a little bit of money on this day. Nothing difficult. Waking up and, again, just making nice, clean, easy cut trades. Every person here should be able to make a little bit of money today. If that's, again, $400, if that's more, if that's a little less. But every single person should just do, just be able to make some cash. So, awesome job over on GXAI. Stock getting that nice little reversal and kind of fade back on down. CANF, that was a ridiculous one yesterday. I mean, even guys, take a look over on CANF right here, right? I mean, CANF, 2 days ago, look what we have. Whatever spikes comes right back on down. Whatever spikes just comes right back on down. It's true. Whatever rips, whatever runs, whatever pops, whatever climbs, it just comes right back on down time and time again. And it's just like, it's the story that I want you guys to just understand. It's how I want you guys to start trading. Okay, so I want to break this on down into a full lesson. All right, I want to break this on down into an entirety of a lesson. All right, to make sure that you guys are all good. So let's do this right now. I want to go over how have I been able to trade in the stock market for the last 11 years? How have I been able to make this my full-time living? How am I able to wake up every day and be able to make $365 and the stock market hasn't even opened up yet? So far in 2026, we are up over $30,000 in 2 months. Now, I'm doing this all live in real time, showing every single trade, every single entry, every single P&L, because I want you guys to learn this strategy. And I will break it on down, but I need you guys to be able to trust me on this. Now, the first thing that I want you guys to realize is that nearly every single day, whatever spikes on up comes crashing on down. 2 days ago, CNF was the #1 top gainer. Stock went from $4.80, spiked all the way up to $14. Then it went from $14 and crashed all the way down to $4.90. Traders, talk about making money on the upside. And then again, look how much money you can make on the downside. We saw yesterday, VCIG. VCIG went from the price of $8 and then spiked up towards $33. Then we went from $33 all the way back on down towards around $5. We see it time and time again. We could take a look at yesterday's #1 top gainer, ASNS. ASNS went from the price of 20 cents up towards 73 cents. And then we went from 73 cents back on down to 40 cents. We could take a look over on DXST. DXST went from the price of 10 cents up to 30 cents, right? It could be a penny play, like, an actual 10-cent play. Or it could be, as I said, VCIG, a stock that is $5 all the way up to $30. But what, again, traders need to break outside of their mindset here? What traders need to start recognizing is that stocks do not always just go up. They don't. People believe you somehow get caught in your mind of saying stocks will go up. Let me just keep on holding. Stocks are going to go up. That is true for the top 500 plays, most likely. When we are, again, talking about the S&P 500, the S&P 500 is the best of the best. We are talking about the United States. We are talking about the strongest, the best economic, business-savvy country in the entire world. The S&P 500, including the Mag 7 plays, I do not want you guys shorting. I do not want you guys going against these plays. So when I talk about my strategy, I am not referring to Tesla. I'm not referring to Google. I am not referring to Apple. I'm not referring to Microsoft. Those plays I will never short against. These are you buy and you hold. The S&P 500, you buy and you hold. Microsoft, you buy and you hold. Google, you buy and you hold. And yes, you can definitely get dip buys and you definitely could see the stock fade and fall on down. But the Mag 7 is the Mag 7. What a lot of traders do not realize in general is the fact that there are over 10,000 stocks that are available to trade. 10,000. There's only probably, I'm going to be realistic with you, maybe 1,000 good companies. We have the 7 best of the best, the S&P 500, which are the 500 best plays, so 493 outside the Mag 7, and then we probably have 400 to 500 that are good, profitable companies. But now, guys, other than that, that's going to lead us with nearly 9,000 stocks that are absolute, excuse my French right here, excusez-moi, dog shit, okay? Most of the plays that are on the stock market are not good. Most of the plays that are on the stock market are not good, credible companies. There are companies there for one reason and one reason only, for you to give them money, for you to invest into them, for them to be able to receive funds from random investors all over the world so they have money to hopefully be able to go ahead and be successful. Now, do you guys know the BLS statistics on how long a business is truly going to be successful for? About 2.5 years before they go out of business. The majority of businesses go out of business within 2.5 years. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Guys, what's the stock market? The stock market right here is 10,000 companies, 10,000 businesses. And I just told you that only about 1,000 of them are actually good. So for your plan to say, oh, let me just keep on holding, it has to come back up at some point, the answer is no way. Traders, guys, let's go ahead and just look at the top gainers of today, okay? I don't want to have this like me, trying to find like certain plays for me to kind of talk about my strategy. Let's just look at the top gainers of today and let's see what they have done over time. So let's go with IBO. IBO was a stock that was $3 a year and a half ago, and now again it came on down to 39 cents. Great job. Acquire. We were again GXAI. GXAI was a stock that was $6 and now it's down towards around $2. We had ALTO, a stock that was up towards around $8 back in 2021 and now it's down towards around $2. Right? TTD, this is a much bigger play. This is again a larger cap stock. I'm referring to again in this lesson stocks that are $25 and below. MOBX was a $10 play down towards around 98 cents. TPET was again $45 down towards again $1. You can see NAGE was $15 down to $5. Do you guys need me to keep on going? STEM was a stock that was $7 all the way down towards $11. PDYN was a stock that was $15 currently down towards around $8. CDTG was a stock that was $4 up to $36. What do you guys start to realize? Wow, the majority of these stocks fade and fall over time. I'm in a monthly time frame so you guys can see years of data. People think the majority of stocks are going to rise over time. No, the Mag 7 will. But the majority of plays are going to fade over time. That means, again, you guys have better opportunities to win on the downside in the stock market, not the upside. You guys have better chance of success betting against plays, not for plays. So what do I realize this? How did I start building this strategy? Well, I was a person, and you might be this person as well, that when I first started stock trading, this would always happen to me. I would see a stock, let's say that was inside my price range, a stock that was somewhat underneath $20, where all of a sudden I saw a stock go, boom, start spiking its way on up. My emotions were high. I would start getting so excited and I'd say, oh my goodness, this stock just spiked 100% on the day. Everyone is making money on this play. This guy on X is making money. This guy on StockTwits, this guy on TradeCaster is making money. It's time for me to make money. I'm going to buy. And the moment I buy, it just seems like someone's watching me. The moment I buy, the stock starts fading and falling. And guess what? All that happiness just turned into fear. All it turned into sadness. I just lost so much money. And now either A, I got out and I lost the big chunk of my account, or B, I just say, screw it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just keep on holding. And, guess what? It never really comes back on up. How many people, again, go through this strategy? And I would do this time and time again, where, again, I would buy stock, buy at the high, it would turn and fall. Buy stock, buy at the high, turn and fall. Every time I got in, it usually falls on back on down. And I said, you know what? I need to make a change. So I started breaking this on down and figuring out a formula on how to be successful on this. So figuring out a formula on how to be able to make the most amount of money towards this. So what I realized is a few things. Number one, what I realized is stocks with lower floats are going to be the plays that go on the biggest spikes, the biggest rips, and the biggest runs. Now, what is float? Float are going to be the shares that are available to the public, okay? So all that means is the stocks that have the lowest supply. So what we need here is a low supply, because if we have a low supply, that's going to lead to strong volatility. Let's imagine if 100, 1,000, a million people buy a stock that only has a limited amount of shares. That's where the stock can go on an explosive move. So again, let's go ahead and kind of filter this on out right here. We have 10,000 plays at this moment. Let's change the float to just doing under 20 million. Well, guys, that's going to show us that we are going to have 1,900 plays now. We have 1,900 stocks at this point that are now going to allow us to see crazy volatility. Because let's think about this. As someone who trades every day, I don't care about a stock that's going to be a tortoise. I don't care about a stock that is slowly moving. I want to find a stock that's going wild. I want to find a stock that is going absolutely crazy, up, down, left, right. I want to see a stock that's moving for us. That's how we make money. Volume equals activity, activity equals profits. The one with the lowest floats are the ones that are going to have the best opportunity to go on a big time rip and run. So we just limited down from going from essentially 9,000 plays that again could go on spikes and dumps for us to now again 1,900 plays. Now, this is the formula here. We have a low float play, but again, we have to realize, well, what leads to stocks going on very big spikes? There has to be a reason. So low floats right here. And I just want to give you guys some guidelines. Anything that is under 20 million is considered a low float, okay? Anything that is 5 million and under is a very low float. The lower the float, the bigger the news, the better the chance that you could see a massive breakout. But that's what we need. Kind of give you guys a little secret right there. We need credibility. We need a reason for people to buy these plays. Because guess what? We have 1,900 stocks available. There's 1,900 plays. How the heck are we going to find what's going to be the best spiker or the best dumper or the best dip buyer? Well, we need to find a stock that has credibility. Every single morning, we have us, me, you, the world, what I like to call the mob, the majority of buyers. We are sitting around right now and we are asking ourselves, what should we buy? What should we attack? What should we all jump in and go on a big spike up 200, 300%? Well, guys, how does everyone come up to the same conclusion? Everyone comes up to the same conclusion on whatever has the best news, whatever has the best press release, whatever has the best, again, reason for us to go ahead and pull the trigger on. So again, you want to find every morning what is going to be the best stock with news. So every single person here, you guys have to go download FoxRunner. Go to foxrunner.com and download FoxRunner, and you are going to have right here, guys, every single press release that comes out. So what you guys have to realize now is that news is going to come out at certain times. News is going to come out at 7 a.m. News is going to come out at 7:30 a.m. News is going to come out at 8 a.m. News is going to come out at 8:30 a.m. And news is going to come out at 9 a.m. These are going to be what I call the PR waves. PR waves, okay? This is when the hottest of the hot press releases come out. Now, what we want to think to ourselves is, hold on a second. You're telling me if I look at this scanner at, again, these times, 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, and 9 o'clock, this is when we are going to have press releases come out that are going to be noteworthy, that could lead towards stocks going on very big spikes and rips and runs, because now it's giving us, the public, a reason to buy it. Absolutely. So what I do over on FoxRunner here, traders, and I want every single person to understand this, is I want you guys going over towards FoxRunner right now, going over to your additional filters, and forget about everything except for float. Do 0 to 30 million, okay? We don't care, right, about, large float plays. If you just do every single press release in the world, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be so much news. It's going to be so complicated. There's so much news with every single press release. We don't want 10,000 press releases out there, do we? No. We want 0 to about 30 million, okay? 0 to 30 million here. And now, guess what this is doing? I got to add one more 0. This is now giving us only 1,900 plays. 1,900 plays. That's going to give us the best opportunity to be able to have success. Okay, awesome. So now, out of, again, those 1,900 plays, how many stocks come out with press releases every day? Maybe about 200, 250. So you're telling us right now, we've already narrowed down the search so much. We've gone from 10,000 plays to 1,900 plays by just doing low floats. And now we're only looking for stocks that have press releases with low floats, aka a reason for us to buy and a reason for us to get involved. Okay, incredible. And now we also know what time news is going to come on out. We know that, again, the best press releases, let's take a look at this together. Look how much news comes out at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock news comes on out, right? Look at all the 7 o'clock news. Now, again, you go to 7:30. 7:30 news comes on out. Now you look at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock news comes on out. Now, again, you guys go over towards 8:30. News comes on out. Now, again, we're getting ready for that possibility of 9 o'clock news here. So now, again, what's so important about this? How else should you guys filter your Fox Runner scanners here? So you guys, by default, are going to have certain words that are going to lead towards very big spikes. Okay? There are going to be words that are going to lead towards big rips, big runs, big pops, big climbs, and big moves. So let me show you guys like what these words are here. Let me break this on down. Some of these words that you guys want to be focusing on the most is going to be, let me grab this here. I apologize. Let me just re-download this list. You can just download this word list, and we'll be all set here, ready to get after it. Oh. Okay, so here's the list. Got it. Here's the list for you.
Success.
What I want you guys to understand about this list, okay, is that when you guys take a look over on these plays here, these are all the words that are going to get traders excited. Okay, these are all the words that are going to make traders stand up, get their ears perked up, make them say, oh wow, these are the plays that you guys want to be looking at. So think about this. If a stock comes out with phase 1 trials, phase 1 is the very beginning. Hey, the stock was accepted into a new program. The stock has won a contract. The stock has signed a brand new deal. These are, again, good star words. Now let's go over to 2-star words. Maybe the stock has received FDA approval. That could lead towards a spike. Maybe the stock has received a fast track. That could lead towards a spike. Maybe the stock has completed a contract. That could lead towards a spike. Maybe the stock launches a brand new set of test trials that look promising. That could lead towards a spike. Let's go to 3-star words. 3-star words. Positive top-line data on phase 3 trials that demonstrate strong treatment. Hey, we have an agreement. We have a brand new deal or partnership with NVIDIA. We have now just come out with successful drug trials. We are now collaborating with Meta. We are now demonstrating our top-line results that are showing significance. We have reached primary endpoints. So again, one of the best things that you guys can do is study this keyword list. Study this keyword list on what makes investors excited. What makes investors eager to go buy plays. That's what you guys want to realize. What is making stocks, what are making investors eager to go ahead and want to get themselves involved into a play here? Now, after you guys realize, what is making traders eager, for example, we can scroll on down and we can see stocks like GXAI. GXAI came out with a press release here, guys, where it didn't have any big keywords, but it did go on a spike because it says it secures. Secures what? A license from the Navy. So this is not a typical, let's say, very big rip and runner, but we did secure a license from the Navy. Now, again, Navy, guys, that's a great credible source. That's incredible to think about. Wow, if you make, again, a contract or a deal with the Navy, that could lead towards a very big spike and rip and run. So maybe I want to adjust my Fox Runner scanner here. Now, how can I adjust my Fox Runner scanner? Maybe I want to make the Navy a 3-star word. So instead of just seeing a 1-star word right here, 3 stars kind of catch my eyes a little bit more. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go over to where it says edit word list, right? Because this is just the default. You can add whatever you want. And let's go over to the 3-star word here, and let's type in the word Navy. And as I type in the word Navy, guess what's going to happen now? Now the word Navy is now leading towards this press release to be a 3-star press release. So now again, when news comes out, when news starts coming on out, I see a 3-star press release right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I know right away, boom, that could be one I want to be looking at. Now we also have keywords. Now what are keywords? What I highly suggest is when you guys, again, download Fox Runner here, what I think every single person should do is, again, automatically put the 3-star words there. There will be some default words, but phase, positive, top of the line, significant, demonstrates, treatment, drug trials. Every single person here, write down the 3-star, 4-star words as those are going to be the best. Okay? So you guys can color code it any way that you guys want. You guys can add certain emojis for anything that you guys want. You guys can color code it any way that you guys want. And you guys can also add voice alerts. So let me again, let's do the word Navy here. Let's imagine that we go into a trend where all of a sudden we see a lot of Navy press releases go on big time spikes. Maybe all of a sudden with again, attacks on Iran, well, all of a sudden the Navy has been leading towards hot trends. So I want to make sure I always see visually Navy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in the word Navy. I'm going to go over to a heart and let's just put a little rocket ship because whenever again Navy has come on out, we've seen stocks go on big time rips and runs. I'm also going to put Navy in gold because you know why? Because my gold stocks, my color coding and my gold plays are my favorite plays. And then I'm also going to turn on a AI voice alert. So whenever the word Navy comes out, Fox Runner is going to read it out loud to me. So let's go ahead and put on the word Navy right there. Now, guess what's going to happen once I click OK? Once I click OK, this 3-star press release with the word Navy, watch what's going to happen. Boom, it's now highlighted in gold. It's now highlighted right here, now with a 3-star press release. So again, what's the whole point of this? The whole point of Fox Runner here is to make sure that you guys are getting the news, not only the second it comes on out, but you are getting it ranked by the way you want it, and you guys are seeing the hot keywords, if that's default keywords or the words that you guys want. So now this is so incredible because now we are getting all the press releases the moment they come on out on the lowest float stocks, which are leading towards the biggest rips and runs. So that is great. Now, on top of that as well, traders, if you want to make your life even easier, I don't do this, but you could say, hey, I want to turn off all the stocks that don't have any good keywords whatsoever. And I want to turn off all the 1-star words as well. So the only news I'm going to get now is 2-star, 3-star, or 4-star words. And again, words that also, again, are getting highlighted for me. And also, a little side note, I also use the keywords to put red words. Red words I don't like. So if I see red, I kind of stay away from it. Potential, maybe, upcoming, meeting, offering. These are words I don't like. So now again, I can get a great understanding of what stocks are coming on out with the ones I like, and again, the ones that are going to be bringing on hype. Personally, I do leave all the stars on, even if they don't have any, just because sometimes a random ripper might spike and I just want to be aware of it. Okay? Little side note, if you ever do miss a play, the Fox Runner Alerts tab always again posts all the best news the moment they come on out as well, just in case you ever do miss it. Now, with this being stated here, traders, we now understand something. We are now understanding that number one, we do have a lot of plays available in the stock market. We know right here that there are 10,971 plays. We know that if we filter it out to under 20 million in float, we only have 1,900 plays. Now we understand that again, how do these stocks spike and rip and run? Well, it's all from news. The moment news comes out, gives the mob, the majority of buyers, you and I, a reason to buy. So again, what are we looking for? We are changing our Fox Runner scanner to 0 to 30 million float. We are adding again the keywords that we want for again rankings, adding the keywords that we want for color code so we can visually see it as quickly as possible. And now if we ever do miss it, we can also look at the analyst alerts. But now let's go ahead and take a look at like a stock such as GXAI. GXAI came out with news as we know this morning. GXAI came out the press release at the time of 8:12. Again, this one did come out at a little bit of a random time, 8:12, but again, we have it. And GXAI did have that very strong press release with the keywords that we added. GXAI did add the word Navy here. This is why the stock's going on a very big spike. You can see now it's now highlighted in gold. Very easy. It's a gold press release. Now let's go over to the charting. The charting shows us over on GXAI that this stock is most likely going to spike and then dump its way back on down. Remember here, traders, this is how traders work. Every single day, it is the same exact formula. Find the hot press release, buy in as quickly as possible, but if you're late, you look for shorts. Just like we showed you already on, again, the top gainers earlier. If you guys take a look at CNF, came out with news, people who get in first make the most amount of money. The people who get at the top, again, end up losing, or that's why you have to short, or you can look for little dip buys. CNF, spike to dump. VCIG, spike and dump. Most likely today, GXAI, spike and dump. This is where most traders make the mistake. Most traders make the mistake by always buying at the top, assuming that it's going to go up even higher. So now let's move on with the next part of this lesson. The next part of this lesson, guys, is understanding of, again, where you can make money at. There are going to be the typical spike that you guys are seeing is going to be this. Spike on up, dump on down, potential dip buy or bounce play that could be coming on up. The old you is this guy. The old you is you see a very big spike on up, you start getting involved right here, and then obviously you end up losing all your money. You cannot do that. You either A, can do multiple different options. Number one option is you guys are staring at Fox Center right here. You guys have voice alerts turned on. You guys are looking at analyst alerts. You guys are seeing the moment all the news is coming on out. You see again, all of a sudden GXAI come out with a press release, right? Let's say again, hypothetically, you guys are looking, you guys are watching the scanner, 812. 812, GXAI comes out with a 3-star press release from the Navy. Boom. Guess what happens? At the time of 812, GXAI starts getting hype. Look at that, 812. Stock starts spiking, stock starts ripping, stock starts running, stock starts getting some hype, stock starts getting some momentum. It doesn't matter if you buy in right at 812 or even if you bought it at 820. If you bought it at 825, you have to be in on the first half, the first quarter of the spike. The quicker, again, you get involved on this play, the better, right? So the first place that you guys can always profit is, again, right when the news comes on out. Now, some people, again, just download Fox Runner and just buy the moment hot news comes on out because, again, they are the first ones to release the news. So you guys have that massive edge of seeing it right away. Now, on top of that, if you guys are late to the play, do not buy at the tops. Instead, let's go ahead and start shorting the tops. So we are going to enter shorts where we are going to bet that these stocks are going to fade and fall. Because guess what, guys? Didn't we make that bet over on VCIG that the stock was going to fade and fall? And guess what happened? It came crashing on down. Didn't we make the bet on CANF going to fade and fall? And that, guess what happened? That one came crashing on down. Didn't we make the bet yesterday on ASNS that was going to fade and fall? And that one came crashing on down. Even today, me being up $400, I made the bet that GXAI was going to crash and fall. And it came right back on down. The worst thing you can do is buy a play after it's already gone up 100, 150%. So either you are buying right when news comes on out. Boom. You are accepting the fact that you are late to the play. It's okay. You go ahead and short stocks, and as you short back on down, you make money. Last area is you get ready for that possible dip buy. And as you get ready for that possible dip buy opportunity, that's where you guys are going to be able to make money and cash. So it's either A, you buy right when news comes on out. B, you go ahead and short plays when they get to the top. Or C, you get ready for, again, that dip buy. The majority of traders, though, are going to do this. The majority of traders are going to buy in too late. They're going to let their emotions take over. They're going to get filled at the very top. They're going to, again, hold the play as it comes crashing on down. They get frustrated. They end up leaving the play right here, right before a dip buy happens. Then they go ahead and chase this top right here. The stock starts turning back on down. They're upset once again, as again, they continue to lose. You have to, again, understand that new traders, rookie traders, are always going to be searching for the answers. They are always going to be, someone tell me what to buy. Stock spikes up 100%, then they buy. They hold until it falls on down. You get ready for support. Stock bounces back on up. So how do I trade now? But let's think about this. I'm telling you the idea, but now let's actually put it into fruition. What we have here is GXAI. GXAI, great little example. GXAI, again, went on a very big spike. If I am late to the play and I can't buy it right away, what I always do is I look at past chart history pattern. So all of a sudden, GXAI starts ripping and running this morning, right? GXAI starts spiking, starts ripping and running, starts going on a very big climb. I'm immediately asking myself, where did we turn in the past? Where did we have trouble in the past? Where did the stock start dropping all the way back on down, right? That's what we want to ask ourselves. So there's two areas that are standing out to me where I say, wow, these are, again, kind of our clear-cut marks. These are our clear-cut areas that are going to give us the best chance of success. And what areas are they? They're right here, right? These areas over on GXAI are going to be the most relevant areas. We're not talking about way up here at $3 right now. What's the most relevant that's going to be in play at this moment? So this right here is going to be right around the price of 217. That right here is right around the price of 217. And that old upper shadow right there is right around 217. This most likely is going to be a nice little area of resistance. Then I'm also looking at these old upper shadows. I'm looking at these old upper shadows. And yes, I am taking this old upper shadow into an account as well. So I'm basically getting an idea. What's the average? What's like the average shorting area, right? So if I take a look at the chart, we do have 217. We do have a couple spikes up towards around 240 as well. And we do have like a little bit of a top up towards around 260. So again, what did we initially see? We saw initial spike right up towards around that 217 mark, right up towards around 212. Then the stock started coming on down. Then we again popped on up towards around that 240, came up to 250, and then it came crashing right back on down. What I like to look for the majority of the times is look for old spiking highs where, again, stocks, most likely are going to run up towards and reverse, right? So again, it's always about just trying to get that little gauge of getting that little cheat sheet on where, again, stocks are going to reverse at. Now, you can also see, like, team, what I'll also say a lot of times is these stocks that are sub $20, $25, they usually all follow the same idea. They usually all follow the same plan. Notice how, again, this candle right here looks exactly, right? This candle right here looks exactly like this candle right here. It's like mom and dad. It's brother and sister. They're all from the same genes. So whenever I see a big spike on CANF, I'm saying to myself, most likely we're going to see another big spike and dump on CANF. You know, they look exactly the same. So what am I realizing on CNF? CNF, guys, we traded the stock. We reversed right around $10. Notice we have a lot of red candles, bounce play right off $10. $10 is a natural resistance line, right? It's a very strong area of resistance. Notice again, CNF spikes on up. Guess what? People buy at the top. You hit $10, great area to be able to short. It's a great area for you to be able to make money. It's a great area for you to be able to see a big time reversal. These stocks go on very big spikes, come crashing all the way back on down. VCIG, again, goes on these very big spikes, come crashing right back on down. Now, again, what is the easiest cheat sheet to know that, again, a stock is about to dump? I've taught you guys way too much for you guys not to know this. What is the easiest cheat sheet to be able to know that a stock is going to dump back on down? It's going to be knowing that a stock is going to have an upper shadow. What's an upper shadow? An upper shadow is going to be this area right here. When a stock has an upper shadow, it is going to show you that a stock is going to go on a big time rip, the upper shadow forms, and then that is where the clear-cut reversal is going to be happening. So all you guys got to do when you guys take a look over on these plays is, I mean, just like look at all these easy little upper shadows, right? You have, again, these upper shadows. It just indicates that you are now at a top. So again, let me try to make these even like a little bigger for you guys here, but it's more about spike, upper shadow, reversal. Right? You know, spike, upper shadow, reversal. Spike, again, you got that upper shadow, you got the reversal. It really just comes on down to when an upper shadow forms, it just shows that a reversal is going to be happening. You know, the easiest way to think about this is climbing a mountain. You climb the mountain, you put the upper shadow, you put the flag at the top, you head back down the mountain. Let's go back to the number one top gainer of today. The number one top gainer of today is GXAI, right? GXAI right here is the number one top gainer of the day. Does this one, let's go back over, it's like a 2-minute time frame. Does this have any sort of upper shadow? And not massive. Not a massive upper shadow, but you could still get the gauge right here. You guys still see that little like upper shadow? It's not massive. I'm not saying it's like the clearest thing in the world, but it is like indicating that we are at a top. And yes, you are correct if you were ever like, hey, it seems like every time we have an upper shadow, the next few candles are red. That is true. You know, like MOBX, I think, was a previous top gainer, 2 days ago. Let's just go back to MOBX like 2 days ago. See if MOBX has any like clear-cut upper shadows, realizing that, we're at a top area right here. Little upper shadows. But, that is something that I kind of always look at, looking for these spikes and rips and runs. But even at the best plays here today, you get a spike, upper shadow dumps on down. You get a spike, upper shadow dump on down. So what do you need next? You do need, again, a broker to allow you to short. So again, I use Cobra. Cobra is the broker that I know. Cobra is the best broker that I have ever come across for going after and saying, hey guys, go ahead and make that money. And again, I've dropped these links. Again, there is a link in the description right now for every single person to go ahead and get yourself Cobra. But Cobra specializes in shorting. If you are on Robinhood, if you're on TD Ameritrade, if you're on E-Trade, if you're on, one of these random Charles Schwab, they do not specialize in shorting. So you won't be able to short. If you have Cobra, you will be able to short. So make sure, again, you guys are going to be able to use a broker that you guys are going to be able to make the most amount of money on, that you guys are going to be able to short and be able to make this profit. Okay? So Cobra is by far the best. So this is what I do every single time. I want to give you guys my full game plan right here. Okay? We already have the mindset. The mindset is there's 10,000 stocks out there. We, again, only are looking for stocks that are 0 to 30 million in float. 0 to 30 million in float. We want to find stocks that are going to spike. How do we find stocks that are going to spike? Well, we need to be able to find stocks that have good news. Well, what makes stocks come out with good news? Well, again, good news is going to be these hot keywords. I mean, even look at this morning, BTAI. Guys, look at all these hot keywords on BTAI. This was a good one this morning. 3-star press release, positive, phase 2 trials on top line results. That came out at 7 a.m., right? 7 a.m. BTAI came out with a press release. And guess what BTAI did? Went on a great rip and run. BTAI went from $1.60 to $1.80 to $2 to $2.20 and then starts giving its gains on back. So we did have, again, some great news here today on GXAI. We had some great news over on, again, BTAI. We had some other news that, we want to keep our eyes peeled on, right? So we know, again, there's 10,000 stocks out there. We know, again, with stocks that are only 0 to 20 million float, there's about 1,900. We set that up on our scanner for about 0 to 30 million in float. We have all of our keywords already set. We have all of our rankings set. And we do know that news is going to come out at around the time of 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Now, yes, there could always be news that comes out in between them. Like GXAI today did come out at, 8:12, which was a little bit random and a little bit different. But, as you guys can see every single day, you come on out, 7 o'clock starts coming. 7 o'clock, everyone watch the news scanner. All you got to do is sit here, watch the news scanner, BTAI, 3-star press release. Look at all these emojis. All these emojis, positive, phase 2, top line results. You see this at 7 o'clock in 10 seconds. Either number one, you go ahead, you type in BTAI, type it on in, and boom, you click the buy button. You're in now at the bottom. Easy as that. Easy as that. You have, again, right here, BTAI just came on out. 3-star press release, all positive, phase 2, top line results. That's all you need to know. 3-star words, buy in on this, stock starts going on a big rip and run. Option number 2, what I like to do a lot of times, is I go over on Cobra, you get something called a short locate box. So again, this is how you're going to be able to short. You get the short locate box, you type in BTAI. And BTAI, how many shares do I want? 2,000 shares. I click inquire all. This goes to, again, Cobra, telling them I want 2,000 shares. Then I go ahead and I click locate the lowest amount, like locate the lowest fee. Okay. Now they have about 14 different channels for you guys to be able to locate from. To just, instead of picking a channel, just click cancel. And they will then automatically give you whatever is the lowest fee. So again, the total cost is $3. It cost me $3 to go ahead and short 2,000 shares. So now I can click OK, and bada boom, I can now go short. So guess what I'm looking for on BTAI? BTAI goes on a very big spike, rip, and run. I'm more looking for a short. You guys tell me right now, where is there a great shorting opportunity? Well, again, taking a look at the past chart history pattern right here, I do see a few things. The first thing that stands out to me is that this play has a strong 200 moving average at around 225. I can also see that we have hit 225, and then I also do see that we have some strong resistance right around that like 210-ish mark as well. So guess what we have? We have, again, our area that we can reverse at. Either 210 or, again, 225. Previous spiking highs, 225. So I put my orders, as you guys know, right around 225. So either A, BTAI, I bought in right away. I'm the person that bought in right away on BTAI. I got filled on this play. Now, I know in between the areas of 210 to 225, there's going to be a reversal. 210 to 225, that's where that stock is going to start fading and falling and dropping. And guess what I can start doing at this point? Now I start loading the boat. Hey, 210, 225, 210, 220, 215, 218. I'm getting filled now at the very top. And guess what happens? I'm making money as the stock falls and fades. Okay? So every single day, I do the same exact strategy. Every day, I know it only low float stocks are going to spike. I know stocks with press releases are going to be the reason on why stocks spike. I know the hot keywords that lead stocks to go on spikes. I have the best news scanner available. And then on top of that, it also ranks it for me on how good news is. So I have the best news scanner with setting it to lower floats with, of course, again, all the keywords. I'm either seeing it and buying right away, or on top of that, I'm seeing it, looking at past chart history pattern, getting ready for shares to short, and then going ahead and reversing these plays right back on down. The last option is to be able to look for a bounce play. So either A, we buy right when the news comes on out. B, we go ahead and short the play when, again, the stock already goes on a big time spike. Or D, we look for, again, where is there an area for a dip buy and bounce play? Now, again, the best dip buy and bounce play opportunities, guys, are going to be around a 40% pullback from highs. Okay? So again, let's just imagine here a stock goes from the price of $10 and it rips all the way up towards around $20. Someone tell me right now, what would technically be the best dip buy? The best dip buy is going to be somewhere between $16 to $17. Okay? We don't want to be giving back the majority of our gains and buying down here. We don't want to be buying still close to the top. We want to be waiting for the stock to give a reasonable pullback, but still, again, have buyers still have strength in it. So the stock comes on up, and again, you guys can get involved over on this play, 40% pullback. Now, I'm not going to go into lessons on entries and exits right here, but I wanted to go over the core fundamentals on what I do every day so that you guys can be able to do this as well. So yes, the quick run through. Fox Runner, set it up, have your hot rankings, have your hot keywords, have again AI voice alerts turned on, have emojis turned on. Also, if you guys have not yet, it is absolutely crucial also to have the Fox Runner app. You guys will be able to see all of the keywords. You guys will be able to see all the analyst alerts, and you guys will be able to see any stock that you have your watch list come out with news and be sent to your phone. So they're the only, again, app to be able to come out with a live press release scanner and send you all notifications on analyst alerts, watch list plays, and of course keywords such as, positive, such as endpoints. You guys can set it up any way that you guys want. Then the moment, again, news comes on out, you then go over to trade ideas. The moment you go over to trade ideas, you are either entering this play right away or you're using trade ideas charting to be able to figure out past chart history pattern. The moment you figure out the past chart history pattern with the charting, that's where you then can get your entry and exit. After you then figure out your entry and exit, you then go over to Cobra, and then of course on Cobra, you go place your entries and then make your money. So it is a 1, 2, 3 punch. I say this every single time. You guys have to have all three. If you guys want to trade just like I trade, have all three, guys. Have Fox Runner to give you what's the best news. You either buy right away or you short. You go over to trade ideas, look at past chart history pattern, look at indicators, and then look for the reversal or how high it can spike. And then you go over to Cobra to get the shorts and to be able to place your entries. Okay? It's a 1, 2, 3 punch. But I wanted to take the next 40 minutes here and just go over everything so that every person who watches this right now, every person that is on top of this right now, every person is now saying to themselves, I get it. This makes sense. This is how stocks happen, because I am so sick and tired, guys. I'm sick and tired of seeing the same people every single day saying, oh, Deck, I bought at the top and I lost. Oh, Deck, I bought at the very toppity top, and it seems like everyone always wins and I always lose. Why is it every time I buy something that goes in the opposite direction of me? It's like every day I see that. It doesn't have to be like that, okay? So make sure you guys are all set. Make sure you guys are all ready to rock. Make sure you guys are all good. Every single scanner that I just went over, Trade Ideas, Cobra, Fox Runner, is all in the description below. All there. So again, hit those links, hit those descriptions. You guys can get everything for discounts, free trials, 30% off. Make sure you guys are all set. But I wanted to, again, tell you guys how the strategy works every single day. Okay? Now, again, let's get ourselves prepared. Let's go into this entirety of this day, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Oh, baby. That was a long lesson. That was a long lesson. I like doing a lesson like that every, I don't know. I know MTK is getting a spike. I like doing a lesson like that, like a nice, long, thorough one every maybe month and a half or so. Traders, can I ask you guys a question? How was that? Give me, again, a 1 to 10. Is everyone all prepared now? Is everyone on the same mindset right now? Is everyone 10 out of 10? Is everyone understanding what we got? Did I clear the air for every single person? Did I clear the air with every single person? Is every single person from new trader to experienced trader saying, I understand what you're looking for? I hope so. I hope so. So I hope so every single person understands how to be able to make money here, okay? If you guys, again, guys, take a look right here. MTEK. Guys, MTEK goes on a spike, big upper shadow, stock starts fading and falling. It's a joke. Guys, stock trading is a joke. It's laughable. This is literally, guys, look at this. Stock goes on a very big spike, stock forms this big upper shadow, and then it fades and falls. How hilarious is Guys, this is absolutely hilarious at this moment. I'm giggling. I'm giggling in my insides at this time. This stock goes on a very big spike. Upper shadow forms. Stock starts fading and falling. I mean, it's the same thing. This is why I don't understand why people even trade options. I don't understand why people trade futures. I don't understand why people, again, trade crypto. It's the same thing that you can do here every single day and make money. So, took some time, wanted to go over that. If you guys are loving it, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up right here and right now. Guys, if you have not smashed that thumbs on up yet, I don't know what else I can do. There's nothing I can do for you. I'm trying to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to rock, and ready to get after it. Team, I did go over this a little bit earlier, but I would like, if everyone can do me one favor, one solid, is again, Stock Twits does have an award show every year, and it recognizes the biggest people in the trading space. Now, I am going to try to win an award this year, and the award that I'm trying to win right now is going to be number 3 right here, Financial Creator of the Year. So again, this is the must-watch individual every day, the person that, again, brings the most entertainment to, again, finance. This award celebrates the content you look forward to watch daily, blending a sharp market edge with unmissable format. Traders, if everyone could take a second, go over here and nominate, type in Deckmar Trades. If you guys can go over to this link, I will post it for you guys, and go ahead and type in Deckmar Trades for, again, a nominee. So again, there's going to be hundreds of influencers that are going to be, again, nominated, but they're only taking the top 10. So, or maybe even top 5. So if you guys could take a second here, go over towards that, type in the word Deckmar Trades and number 3, Financial Creator of the Year. If you guys believe I bring you value, if you believe I am the most entertaining, most, again, educational finance show out there in the stock market, please take a second, go hit that on up for me. And I truly appreciate every single person that does do that. Type in the word Deckmar Trades and you guys will be all good right there in number 3. And I hope you guys, come. So again, I'll be there. So I will be there, guys. That's on May 4th. It's Monday night. May 4th, Monday night, the Stock Twits Awards Show. And that is at the New York Stock Exchange this year. So, I mean, guys, kind of crazy. It's at the New York Stock Exchange this year. So, get ready to rock. Also, little side note, it is an open bar for anyone that wants to come and get a little crazy, get a little rowdy. You guys can. Woo! Man, what a lesson, eh? What a morning here today, eh? What a way to kick things on off today. Wanted to go over absolutely everything for you guys. Guys, I just went over groundbreaking stuff. Now, yes, I do still have a lot in the tank. I mean, we didn't go over entries. We didn't go over exits. We didn't go over, again, actual trading. We didn't go over level 2. But I wanted to drop you guys a little freebie there. I wanted to drop you guys a little bit of a golden nugget right there. Also, just a little heads on up, I do know a lot of people are signing up to Trade Ideas, Fox Runner, and Cobra right now. If you guys can use my links, I do get some credit for it. I do just want to say thank you so much. If you guys do use my links, you guys also do get massive discounts with my links. Fox Runner, you do get 30% off with my link. You guys also get 20% off with Trade Ideas, and you guys do get Fox Runner, you guys get Trade Ideas, you get scanners, and 50% off commissions for life with Cobra. So make sure you guys hit them all on up. Little heads on up, ALTO. Right here, team. ALTO getting a little bit of a rip and run. Little bit of spiking and climbing across the markets here. For anyone that's just joining us at this time, I am up $365 on the day. Haven't really touched anything else. We traded GXAI today, and that was about it. So GXAI today, that was about the main one there. ALTO here. Amazing work from everyone. Staying smart. Guys, give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to jump off the mic here just for 1 minute. I'll be right back in 1 minute. Alrighty. Here we go, baby. Guys, I know we just did a lesson for the last 45 minutes. Someone fill me in right now. Let's see where that next spike and rip's gonna go. IBO, nothing. GXAI might get a little spike back up to 217. If GXAI spikes back up to 217, that would be a nice kind of little area where you could be able to make a little bit of money. Okay? So if you want to do maybe a 213 little pop, 215 little pop, 217 little pop, 219 little pop, I'm not opposed. But again, GXAI does have some strong resistance right at 217. Old spiking high 218, old spiking high 217, 218. Those are going to be some very strong areas for absolutely every single person there. MTEK, guys, MTEK follows the normal strategy. Guys, MTEK, what is this? Spike, upper shadow, reversal. Okay? TURB, a little bit of a mid-candle breakout pattern. Some strong resistance, though, off the 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average, strong resistance. I do have open orders on GXAI, as I said, if it gets up towards around 217. CDTG, TMDE. XWell also trying to get a little momentum. Is TTD still trying to go on a big rip and run? Guys, TTD, 50-day moving average. There wasn't much news today. A little heads up for you guys. Again, there was not much news today. The best press releases, as you guys can see, are right here. GXAI did secure a contract with the Navy. That's pretty awesome. MTEK does talk about strengthens its defense foothold. Not really anything crazy there. MOBX does receive new orders. I'm going to take a little screenshot of this and post this just for every single person so that you guys do know all the best news on the day. But I also want you guys to definitely still be aware that you do have TTD. So TTD, that one actually had insider buying. That might have been the best press release of today. Little heads on up. If you guys go over to the analyst alerts and scroll on down to the very bottom, the analyst alerts right here, TTD gaps up 20% after the CEO purchases shares. Now, this was not, again, like just a normal amount of shares. This was 6 million shares, guys. TTD right here, the CEO bought $148 million worth of shares. So that was massive. You know, I said this earlier, a Gator trader over in chat actually texted me last night and told me this like right away. Shout out to Steve. Thank you so much, buddy, for that alert. But again, like there's not crazy news right now. We got TTD, talks about, again, the trade desk. HOOD, Hood, Robinhood did come out with a credit card. We have some updates, you know, some AI stocks, different trends of 2026. What's the hottest theme? Software stocks are still getting beat up pretty good. Duolingo director also purchased 5,000 shares. And then other than that, though, guys, we just have the normal news. The normal news such as BHAT, GXAI, and MTEK. So those are the best press releases of the day, guys. Oh, baby, AMPX. Guys, where are my AMPX stock traders at? So we do have, just kind of writing these out, GXAI, MTEK, bada bada bing. GXAI, MTE. So I went over this one earlier. Traders, I've been in on AMPX since October. It is very, very rare that I ever buy and hold a stock that is sub $20. But again, I like to do my golden nuggets. What are my golden nuggets? Again, Golden Nugget, Rocket Lab back at $10 back in 2024. Golden Nugget, IONQ in 2025 at, again, the price of $12. And again, Golden Nugget, I think of 2026 is AMPX. So I'm not, again, saying everyone go buy AMPX. I've been holding AMPX since October, guys. So again, it's been taking some time. But if AMPX can actually break this $15 level, if AMPX can break this $15 level, that's when, again, like, I think some excitement can happen. I'm in AMPX at the 12s. So AMPX, I'm in at the 12s. Little heads up for every single person. But that is one of my golden nuggets of 2026 that I'm hoping can turn into. Deck, what else are your other golden nuggets? I don't really have any others right now, but I know I will. You know, it's just we haven't really seen a theme come out yet. You know, I feel like 2025, 2024 is a lot more like themey. You know, space stocks, quantum computing plays, EV plays, drone plays, battery plays, AI data center plays, nuclear plays. We have, you know, LiDAR plays. It's like we kind of need, I want that theme to come on out. And I'm hoping, again, AMPX and maybe, the world's strongest battery could come on out. So again, I'm hoping energy. What to power? Power EV vehicles, power eVTOL planes, power AI data centers. So if anyone does not know, AMPX is the world's strongest lithium battery. The world's strongest. So that's why I like it a lot. We are in a world right now that everything is kind of electrified. We're in a world right now that everything runs off batteries. If that's cars, if that's planes, or right now, if that's drones. We have, again, Iran. We have attacks with Iran at this moment. A lot of drones. Don't you want to use the best battery out there? Already you can see the military already uses AMPX to fly these like Reapers around. These little death Reapers. So you can see Nokia Drone Networks integrates AMPX, right? Nokia drones. So you could see how it's drone related. You could see it's car related, military related. The average conventional cell lasts 2 hours and 2 hours. What we have right here on AMPX is 3 hours and 40 minutes, about a 92% increase. So that's why I like that one. But again, AMPX needs to break 15 to kind of go crazy. Take a look. $15 touch rejected, $14.50 rejected, $14.80 rejected, $15.90 rejected. Gotta kind of like break out of this little wall. We gotta ever break that, like it'll be amazing. GXAI. I am in on GXAI. Thank you. GXAI guys, in right now. GXAI in right now looking for a reversal. I am in on GXAI right now, going to look for a quick little reversal. Deck, why are you looking for a reversal on GXAI? Just because GXAI is testing 217s. So a little heads up for everyone. If anyone's asking why am I looking for GXAI, I'm looking at these areas right here. Number one, old spiking high right there. That's at around 217. Number two, old spiking high right here. That's around 217. Again, old spiking high right here. That's right around 215, 214. So I am in right now on GXAI at the price of 216. And I just want to see out of this 2,000 shares, maybe a little crack back down to 208, right? So 2,000 shares did get filled over on GXAI. Gonna see if, again, we could just crack back on down, make a little bit of money. I'm not looking for anything crazy. I'm really not, guys. I'm not looking for anything nuts. I'm not looking for anything crazy out of this. I'm just looking for maybe a little bit of a profit if this thing starts turning back on down towards the VWAP. See if anything kind of gets a little exciting today. So GXAI, not really anything too much right now. Any other big ripper right now? TURB? No. Anything that's halted that maybe can go crazy? Nope. Nothing that's halted right now that can go crazy. I don't see anything right now. Traders, do you guys see anything right now? I don't see anything right now at this moment. I don't see any crazy ripper right now at this moment. I don't see any crazy spiker right now at this moment. I don't see any sort of stock that's like, every single person's running towards. Traders, GXAI, to be frank with you right here, if this one does not reverse soon, I'm just going to get out and just accept a little bit of a loss. I really am. Guys, I'm just going to get out right here. I'm going to get out, accept a small loss. I don't want to go red on the day, but at the same time, it's not even worth it for me. I'd rather take a $110 loss, kind of bring my small gain right here, and just kind of start fresh. I don't really want to get involved in GXAI right here too big. I want to find something new. I want to find something fresh. I want to find something exciting. I want to find something that's going to lead towards a very big play. So again, I would rather wait for something that, gets the mob, gets the hype. I'm not excited about GXAI, and I don't think it's going to go too crazy. So let's give it some time. Give it some time right here. See what play is going to be able to get that ripping and running. Shout out to everyone joining us today. Shout out to every single person that's joining us on this day. Shout out to every single person that is, again, absolutely crushing it with us at this moment. Again, a little bit of oil stocks right now. Is that what's going on? Oil plays. BATL. Ooh, oil play, guys. Okay. I don't mind it. Guys, BATL. Someone tell me, pop quiz. Where is BATL going to have resistance at? Someone tell me right now at this moment. Where is BATL's resistance? BATL's resistance area that I see is going to be right around $22. Why 22? Old upper shadow is $22. That's yesterday's old high. That's also the previous low back over on Tuesday. So basically, if we take a look over on BATL, go back over towards, again, a little bit of a larger time frame. Go back to a 10-minute time frame. Let's put this right around 22. Okay, let's go back on down, put it right around 22. Take a look at this, guys. Does this not make sense in your eyes, right around 22 bucks? What do we have over on this stock? BATL is starting to get some ripping and running. Please note, though, when you guys take a look over on BATL, we do have old spiking high right here, right? There's a little upper shadow. There's a little bit of a dip high. There's a little bit of a dip high. There's an old spiking high. So you got bang, bang, bang. There's a great area that, again, BATL, previous oil play, is most likely going to turn, fade, fall somewhere right around that $22 strong resistance mark. Does that make sense, everyone? So that's the power right there. That's the power of charting. That's the power of Pine-Sol, baby. You know what? Pine-Sol does a great job of marketing. Because you know what? I don't even use Pine-Sol at all. But I will say, I still say the little trademark right there. Guys, I need to have a trademark. Someone help me come up with a slogan. I need to have a slogan that helps me better with marketing. Maybe that's what I'm missing all these years. BATL, $22 strong resistance from yesterday's old highs and Tuesday's old lows. I can think of. I got to think of a good slogan. 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 You know, Deckmar Trades. It has to be like Deckmar Trades. Let me. I want it exciting. I'm trying to see what words come out in it. Deckmar Trades. Let me bang you. You know, let's bang. No, let's Deckmar Trades. Let's pow. Let's that's the pow. Let's work together. Let's undress together at Deckmar Trades. Let's. I don't know. I'm trying to. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. It's gonna take a little time. I gotta work on it though. Right here, team BATL, still trying to get a little bit of that hype and that momentum over on BATL. BATL. Come on now. I mean, the thing is, I'm not expecting anything too wild or too crazy today. I'm really not. I'm not expecting anything too wild or too crazy right now. It's just the tone of the market conditions. Tone of the market conditions, nothing too nuts. Okay? So, let's just make sure that we are all good. We do have, again, BATL. We want to see if this one could be able to break on up towards around $22. And BATL, that's going to have some stronger resistance areas. So, as I said, I would like to short BATL near 22. I think that's worth it for me. Near 22, that's going to be worth it for me. STAK, SMCI, STAK, little guy. Guys, STAK is about to hit some strong resistance. Little heads on up. STAK has now gone from 60 cents right up to $1. What's going on with the STAK? Team, take a look right now. STAK just kind of went a little blast off there for a second. 1 month ago was the last press release. STAK here, ladies and gentlemen. This one might go up towards like a 109, 110. Let's see how much shares are to short. 6,000 shares over on STAK. Inquire 6,000 shares. Type in 6,000 shares. Locate lowest. $17. $17 to locate 6,000 shares. I'm going to hit that. Got accepted. Did just pay $17. STAK's halted right now. I don't see any news on Fox Runner over on STAK. I don't see any news on Bazinga on STAK. Again, little heads on up here, guys. I've gone over this a few times. but make sure you guys are using, again, the premium news. Premium news, Bazinga has now, I don't know if they bought out Fox Runner or, again, merged with Fox Runner, but now Bazinga posts all of its news over on Fox Runner. So what's so crazy about this is Bazinga is like a $400 a month scanner. Fox Runner is $69. So you're basically getting Bazinga access for 3 times less the price. Also, again, Bazinga also posts all their headlines. What's all their headlines? It's like their analyst alerts page. Fox Runner has analyst alerts. Headlines are, again, basically the same thing. But this is from the Bazinga team. So you guys can be able to watch this and kind of go through this as well, just to kind of make sure you guys aren't missing anything. But I don't see anything over on STAK at this moment. Let's see here. I do think STAK is going to get a little bit of a random spike. Guys, let's go over to STAK here. I also do like, let me go over to BATL here for a second. BATL, I do want to put short orders in though. I'm going to do 100 shares at a time short orders. And I'm going to go 21s. So guys, I'm going to go BATL, $21. And I'm just going to ride the ladder. What do I mean by ride the ladder? I kind of just go like every 10 cents all the way on up. 21.20, 21.30, 21.40. And I just kind of keep placing entries because I don't know exactly where it's going to turn. It might go slightly above $21. It might go slightly underneath $22. You know, so I kind of just like place strategic entries. And I'll even just go above $22. $22.40, $22.70, $22.90. You know, I don't know if we're going to get this high, but I always like to just place orders up super high just in case, again, something crazy happens. So, got, again, you know, orders over on BATL in case that one does start spiking, ripping, and running. And let's go over towards, again, ba-ba-boom. Let's go back over to STAK. Guys, STAK opens up and STAK opens up in 2 minutes. I do have 6,000 shares I can get ready to short over on STAK. I think, what do you guys think? I think STAK 113. I would say STAK 110 to 120. That's where I think STAK has the best chance of success. 110 to 120. I'm going to do same exact thing, ride the ladder. Is that really an expression? It's really not. I don't know why I started saying that like a couple days ago, but I'm going to just continue to ride the ladder, baby. I don't even think you ride ladders. I feel like we could change the word ladder. How about ride the pole? Well, now I sound a little ambiguous. You know, okay, hey, look at Deck riding the pole here every morning. I don't know if, again, we have the right connection. I'm going to just keep putting it from 110 to 120. Going all the way on up. So I do have shares right here, ready to go. I am going to short STAK from, again, 110 up to 120. I am going to short BATL from 21 to 22, $23. I do have orders set. I am ready to go. My orders are live. I am currently up $145 on the day. And again, I'm basically looking for the first stock of this day. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know what the word ambiguous means. I just felt like it was the right time to say it. I actually want to check that definition out. Ambiguous. Open to more than one Okay, so I did use it correctly. It just felt right. It did feel right. Felt like I was being a little ambiguous. Word of the day. Word of the day. Ambiguous. Language of origin, Greek. One who can interpret messages in different manners. Right now here, team. STAK might be going live here in a second. Guys, STAK. Never got up towards 110. Let's see if it still can. We might still get that potential. Come on, STAK. Break $1 and do something stupid. Go a little crazy today, STAK. Break $1 and go a little higher than what you should. Let's get a little naughty today, STAK. Go to that STAK OnlyFans. Come on, STAK. Come on, break through $1. Break it, pop, and move. Come on. STAK, I want to see if that thing can get a little bit nuts. And again, I want to see 110, 120. Staying alert. Staying ready. Nope, nothing there yet. BATL. BATL's fallen. Nothing there yet either. So right now we're kind of waiting for both. IBIO, GXAI, STAK. You know, we'll see what we can get. What's going on with CNBC today? Anything going on with the CNBC homepage today here, guys? CNBC, Berkshire Hathaway begins repurchasing shares. CEO Greg Abel buys $15 million in stock. New Berkshire Hathaway CEO still talks with Warren Buffett nearly every single day. So there is a brand new head honcho right here, buying $15 million worth of shares. Greg Abel. How old is this guy? Greg Abel. How much do you have to? It's 63 years old. Be a billionaire. 63 years old. Not too bad. Dow falls 400 points right now. Market's getting a little bit weaker. S&P 500, a little bit of fade. Guys, STAK is not going to happen. Guys, unfortunately, STAK, it did not ever break $1. We were hoping that we were going to get that $1 breakout. We were hoping we were going to get that $1 move. We were hoping we were going to get that $1 action. Unfortunately, we did not get that $1 break just yet. Now, could it happen still? It definitely could. I'll leave my orders because why not? I'll leave my orders right now because why not? But what about BATL? BATL's got to get a little bit of that squeeze. So right here, let's see what we get. Let's see what we got's going on. Guys, still watching STAK, still testing those tops. I just want to see this one like explode up to 110, 111, get filled, drop right back on down. Definitely has the potential to do that. Oh, right now, again, now starting to reverse. We don't have, again, anything massive. Again, IBO is the 71% top gainer today. IBO is a 70% top gainer today, starting to fade. GXAI starting to drop. STAK, not as much. TPET, not as much. Kind of just bouncing around right now here, traders. Searching a little bit. Taking a little time to search. Taking a little time to stay ready. If you guys see anything that is ripping and running, spiking and climbing, feel free to throw it on out there. We know, again, pre-market's usually our hot time. Pre-market is the time that we want to be able to get after it. But right now, again, the market's now live. We're kind of seeing where the mob, a.k.a. the majority of buyers, start kind of dissipating towards. BATL still at 19 bucks. Want to see if that one's going to be able to pop. Going through the Holt scanner. Had STAK. How about CLIK? Nope. PACK? Nope. HIYY? Nope, nope, nope. Market's starting to slowly work itself on up. What's Bitcoin doing right now? Bitcoin. Guys, Bitcoin back above 70. Guys, Bitcoin's working its way back on up. Got back above 70,000. Okay, shout out to Bitcoin, working its way. I'm still waiting for the drop. Where do I want to buy Bitcoin, or where will I buy Bitcoin? Sub 50. Sub 50, guys, is kind of what the world's waiting for. Everyone's kind of waiting for, again, the sub 50 area. You get to sub 50, that's where, again, there's going to be money to be made. You get to sub 50, that's where there's going to be some good profits. STAK. GXAI. GXAI here, guys. A little bit of another attempted pop. You know, GXAI tried to get another little attempted pop right there. BATL not doing anything. You know, I'm looking for you guys. I'm looking for a trade. I want to get something. Hopefully we got a little action in this next minute. You know, 10 o'clock coming on through. See if, again, we can get any sort of big spikes, rips, and runs, and pops and climbs here. We're still watching for STAK to maybe break that $1 mark, go on a quick little 15, 20-cent rip, and be able to drop back on down. You know, something like a GXAI where we get a little upper shadow and then a reversal right back on down. You know, again, it's always fun when you see these little quick upper shadows, bang, and then drop right back on down. You have those limit orders up high for those shorts. You have a limit order up near, again, like 225, 230, 240, and then all of a sudden you dump back on down. That's kind of what we want on STAK. STAK, spike on up, run up towards, again, 120, hit 120, dump back down towards 90 cents. That would be something that could make us a lot of money very quickly. NASDAQ back green on the day. NASDAQ is back green on the day here, traders. And I also know, again, I can also see it. It's like I can read the room a bit. Not a lot of people are talking at this moment. And it's like, why are people not talking at this moment? Because everyone's waiting for someone to find something that's spiking. It's like, you know, I obviously look through my scanners. I look through Trade Ideas and Cobra and all that. But at the same time, I also, again, use the community to kind of get a good gauge on what's the feeling of today. I use the community to get a good gauge on, like, how is today feeling? How is today looking? How are traders, again, perceiving today? You know, our traders today, you know, are they going on very big rips and runs and pops and climbs? Are they excited? Are they hyped on up? Or is they just more like, deck, kind of tell me what to trade. Tell me where to go. Tell me to see if there's anything going on here. AMPX, again, we want to see that $15 break on AMPX. That's obviously the one that we're kind of keeping on the back burner right now. BATL, guys, we're going to see if BATL can maybe get ourselves back in action. BATL getting back above 20 definitely could be able to make us some money today. We know there's money to be made across the board. Very exciting day. AVGO, much bigger play. Go on a little bounce play. Thank you, Iggy, for the heads on up. So AVGO trying to get a little spike, trying to get a little movement. BATL, we're going to see if that one can get above that top area of $20. We're going to see where this action can take us. There's going to be, at this point here, team, you know what's going to start happening? Is there's going to be a play that most watch the high of the day momentum scanner. I can almost guarantee this. I can almost guarantee that there is going to be a play that's going to get halted with less than 10 million in float. And the reason what's going on is there are people out there at this moment that have large discords, large chat rooms, large communities. And they're doing exactly what we're doing right now. We're sitting, we're waiting, we're watching. Only these guys, eventually they're going to try to find something that's getting a little movement and they're all going to buy at the same time. You know, and that's what we see happen a lot with some of these low float plays. I'm just letting you guys in on the deep dark secrets. Is there might be this head honcho guy. This head honcho guy, this guy has, again, 10,000 people. 10,000 people over in a Discord or some sort of random community. And everyone is sitting here and everyone's a little bored. And everyone's saying, do something, trade something, make something go on big spikes. Don't them. We want to see big spikes go on. Nah. So then this guy gets a little clever idea. And he goes, you know what? I'm going to get a little bit of a spike. I'm going to make something go on a big time rip and run. Let's go ahead and let's buy some sort of random low float play. And I'm going to load up on some low float stocks right here. And then I'm going to tell afterwards, after I'm in on this play, everyone to go buy it. And that's going to lead towards this low float stock going on a very big rip and run. And then what's going to happen is the stock might get halted. It might go on this quick spike. This guy right here is going to dump his shares. He's going to dump his shares at the very tippity top. the majority of his followers are going to lose. But now again, this guy gets to go over to social media and he's going to say, hey, everyone, look how much I made. I made $10,000 today. This was incredible. And then everyone here lost, but they're still like, oh man, this guy's so great. He made $10,000. It's almost like there's some weird like follow the main guy. Like, there are so many people out there, and people I know, guys, that have large discords, and this is all they do. And it's so wrong, and they could go to jail for it. Where, again, they just buy some sort of random play. They tell their entire following to buy it. Guess what? The stock goes on a very big spike. They sell their shares at the top. Everyone in their community loses. But now they go on the internet, and they say, just made $10,000 today. Off of, again, all the people that support them. And then guess what happens? They get new people to come in. Because all these new guys coming off the internet are like, oh, hey, I saw you made $10,000. I want to join. I want to join. I want to join. Well, all these guys are like, you know what? I did lose all my money, but, maybe maybe I'm wrong. And now there's some, like, weird sexual tension about, like, loving this guy again. It's like, so I don't know. I stay away from that dark, weird world. As you guys know, I like to just, whatever starts spiking on up, I just short down. Whatever starts going on a big rip and run, I just short it right back on down. TURB, try to get a little pop. TURB does have that little mid-candle breakout pattern. TURB does have that little mid-candle breakout pattern. Kind of still just searching right here, team. Making sure we're staying alert, staying ready. If you guys do have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Right now is the time to ask. Where could TURB get up towards? Again, TURB might be this play. I mean, TURB, I would say most likely probably up towards around $3, $3.10. If TURB starts getting a little bit of hype, if TURB starts getting a little bit of momentum, if TURB starts pushing, $3, $3.10 could be a nice little target. Does TURB have any sort of news behind it? I don't think so right here. TURB still trying to go on up. Let me just kind of double check this real quick. TURB at this time. Go ahead, taking a look. This stock is still trying to spike and rip and run. And has room to go up towards, again, 314, 310. Little heads on up. 314, 310 is like the old spiking high. Last press release we had was Monday. Monday was the last press release. So TURB, Monday was the last press release we have. Neela, do you always short stocks? Shorting's easier. Shorting's profitable. Shorting is great, so I would rather short plays. But I mean, like yesterday. Yesterday we made, what, $1,000 bucks? $1,300 yesterday. I didn't short one play yesterday. Yesterday was dip buying. Yesterday I looked for the hottest plays. The shorts are too expensive, so I went after dip buying. I rarely / ever buy any sort of breakouts. So again, I don't ever usually buy breakouts. I don't buy stocks at the top. I short at the top. I buy at the low. So again, I don't get emotional. If a stock ever goes on a big rip and run, I don't ever buy at the highest point. That's how you just lose the most amount of money. So again, I stay away from buying at the highest point, short the highest point, dip buy the lows. Yesterday was all dip buys, $1,300 bucks. Deck, how big are your screens? I mean, they're not tiny. But they're not like ginormous, but they're not tiny. Again, I would say large. So I don't know the dimensions. It's like, this big. They're large. They're not extra large, but they're larger screens. They're probably slightly above average size. Come on now. All we're looking for is one trade. I mean, give me one trade where I can be able to make some profits. Give me one trade where I can make money. I mean, TURB kind of getting little spikes and dumps. We did go after STAK, but STAK, guys, that one's done. Look at spike and dump. That's all it is. Every day, spike and dump. Whatever spikes on up, dumps on down. Every single day. What about BATL? Where's BATL at right now? Did BATL? BATL still has the chance to spike up to 22. BATL still has that chance to be able to spike on up towards around 22. BATL definitely has the chance to be able to kind of get a little bit of that rip and run. BATL can get that little pop. You know, we could be able to make some money there. But I'm struggling to find something here today, guys. I'm struggling to find something. And usually when you struggle to find something, it means there is not anything. There's nothing that you would want to put yourself involved in. ALTO. I think ALTO had a spike and dump, didn't it? ALTO is sitting right around $4. A little bit larger in float over on ALTO. ALTO slow and steady. That one could be able to break on up towards around $5. $5 would be the next main resistance line. BATL, guys, you actually might get filled here. $22 would be the ultimate target. We're not seeing many spikes, though. We're not seeing many rips, but we might be able to see BATL get up towards 21 to 22 and then reverse. Basically, today's a day that all green is good. So you don't want to, you don't got to jump in and be like, oh, I want to make $10,000 today. It's like you make $500, that's an incredible day. You make again $1,000, that's an incredible day, right? BATL trying to go on a little bit of a pop as we get up towards around, a new high of the day right now. That's nice. All I'm looking for on BATL, as I already stated here, traders, I just don't want to make it confusing in any way. BATL, what I'm looking at is go back to a 5-minute time frame. Actually, go back to a 10-minute time frame. 10-minute time frame. BATL, what do you guys realize? You guys do have an old spiking high right here at $22. You guys can also see you do have a lot of old spiking highs. I actually posted this over on my X here, where you guys can just see all the different areas of resistance right around $22. So you guys can see old upper shadow, bounce play, old again, resistance from yesterday. I'm going to look for entries from 21 all the way up to 23. So if we start breaking 21, I'm going to do small 100 shares at a time. Go up towards, again, 22, add some more. Go up to 23, add a little more. So I just think we're probably going to see some sort of reversal somewhere around 22. I don't know the exact area, but I'm just kind of making the assumption that if we can get up towards 22, we're probably going to see some sort of reversing. So I would like to try to slowly build a position from 21 to 22 to, again, get a couple above it at 23. That's kind of more what I'm looking for right now. Over on, again, BATL, we got up towards 2076 so far. And you guys can see, again, where, our main target is going to be at. So that's kind of more what I'm focusing on. Slow day, though. Slow day right now, traders. Not many things that are happening. Slow day at this moment. Not many things that are going on. Don't want to, again, force. Don't want to, again, end up, taking a big hit for no reason. Have stop losses. Use your head. Don't force in any sort of way. Let's see if, again, BATL can get a little of that pop. Slowly add up on this one. Nothing I'm in yet, but again, gonna probably get there. We got up towards 2088. You can clearly see the chart setup. We're just looking for that nice little pop and then reverse. So even if I get, 100 shares filled and we reverse back on down, profit's profit, money's money. We're seeing, again, a couple stocks trying to get a little bit of a climb. That could it go higher than 22? Always. Again, guys, a stock could always go higher than its resistance line. There's all we can do is kind of play the psychological move. Psychologically, a lot of strong resistance around 22. It could go up to 21.40 and dump. It could go up to $22 and then dump. It could go up to 24 then dump. So it's there's always going to be the chance that, again, a stock could go higher than what you expect. There could always be the chance that a stock is going to move up higher than you expect. That's why, again, you just got to be willing to not don't see money as basically oh, okay, hey, I got if I lose, I'm a loser. No, it's if you lose on a trade, it's okay. So right here, traders, I am slowly starting to get filled on my position. Slowly starting to get filled over on my position right here. If this one dumps back on down, beautiful. If it doesn't, no worries. Again, we're just going to slowly add and try to get the best position we possibly can on this trade. So going after one right now. Going to see what we can do over on this play. And every single time we kind of hit some new highs, just going to keep on, as I like to call it, climbing the ladder on up. Slowly adding, slowly trying to put ourselves in positions that can make us money. Right now, I do have 500 shares, cost basis 21.20. 21.20 cost basis at this time. And again, as the stock climbs, like let's say it's 21.50 or 21.60 or 21.80, you know, I do add near tops. So again, I only add at tops, little heads on up, guys. Only add at or near tops. I don't add at bottoms. Try to, again, slowly build up a position to be able to make some money and make some cash, and then go from there. So right now at this time, guys, I do have 700 shares. 700 shares now added on display. 21.30 is my new cost basis. So it was 21.20. Now it's 21.30 as my new cost basis, currently down 8 cents on this play. So far, BATL is still trying to slowly grind its way on up. We are having some good volume. Again, what would be like best case scenario? Stock cracks $21, starts going back on down at $21.80, right? And we can add, you know, whatever. If we can add, I'm just making up numbers right now. We add, you know, $400 on the day. Like, that's fine. I'm not trying to do anything nuts today. I'm really not. But you know, we are looking just for where is the reversal going to happen. Is 21.67 going to be the top? Traders, I mean, 21.67, could that be the top? $22 should be strong resistance, right? So $22 could be our strong resistance line. Could 21.67 be the top? Potentially. We start dumping underneath $21. We could add again $300, $400 on the day. I'm happy with that day. So all I look to do on this trade right here was try to get an average as close as I could towards $22, at least right now. If it breaks $22, again, we'll look to still be able to add up near around some tops. But, you know, right here, we're just kind of slowly building a position, seeing if we're going to crack back underneath $21, fade back on down. You know, a lot of support, most likely back on down towards around $20.50. That's going to be like the next dip buy opportunity. Anything under $21 is a great little profit where we can be able to make, you know, $400, $500. So let's see if we get the $21 crack here. We're at $21.08, $21.07, $21.04. Guys, up 180. Let's see if we can keep on going. 21.03, 21. Guys, let's see if we can crack it. 21 crack, we can make some money. If we crack 21, we should be able to push ourselves up like, yeah, $200, $300. It's trying. Bids at 21.07. 21.07. Let's see if we can crack this. Bids are trying to hold on up, but we got to go again, get the crack. 21.03, I think it's going to come on down to. Nope, bids are still holding right now. Bids are still holding at this moment. Looking for the sell-off. I do have a market order set for 700 shares, which is what I'm filled on, if we can get that $21 crack. And then again, if I could see, like, you know, the ask down towards, you know, 2090, 2080, you know, that's going to put me up about $400 on the day. The ask is moving down. Like, the bids are at 2110, but the ask was at like 2120. Now it's at 2111, 2104, 2103. I see the ask moving down. A couple bouncing still right off again, $21. Almost cracked $21 there. I know TURB also trying to get a little bit of action. TURB, guys, trying to hold on up. TURB. Still in on the same play right here, traders. And as I said, you know, I don't need to do 2,000 shares today. Slowly watching, slowly focused on this one. High of the day, 2167 BATL. Still has a little bit of higher lows, so got to give it its respect. Just a little heads up for you guys. There's no guarantees in the stock market. Still have a little higher lows right now. You basically, again, this is how I'm seeing this pattern, okay? This is how I'm currently seeing the chart setup. I am currently seeing the chart setup as in higher low setup, and again, trend main support. So the way I see this in my eyes is I see, as of now, we're not going to dump unless we can crack like 2110. 2110 cracks, we have room to fall back on down towards around 2050. Okay? It's kind of how I'm seeing this play right now. Currently up again, $145 on the day. Currently down 35 on this trade. As I said, I'm not expecting to do anything crazy on it. I will add as the stock spikes though. So if this stock can be able to continue to spike, if this stock can continue to rip and run, and if this stock continues to push itself on up, I will look to add even more on this play, bringing up my cost basis to maybe a little bit of a higher area. So why would I do that? Because again, we still have our ultimate $22 as our main resistance line. Now again, it might go slightly above 22, and that's where, as I said, I will look to add. If this thing starts going on up towards, again, $22 or higher, that's where I could, again, add on to this play even a little bit more. Again, go back to that 10-minute time frame and just understand where our main resistance line can most likely be at. Right now, still trying to get a little bit of that pop. 21.89 so far. Dan the Man. Deck, what if it goes all the way up to $50 and you're shorting the play? That's a lot of money you would lose. Dan, what if I buy a stock that's at $20 and it falls down to zero? That's a lot of money I would lose too. What if I, buy IBO at 73 cents and put again $1 million into it? The thing is, it's not going to go up to 50. I would get out. Like, people think that when you short a play, it's like, people are like, oh, you can lose your entire account. You guys, you can lose your entire account buying a $1 stock. It goes to zero. Oh, I could lose my, again, just get out of the play. You can always just click exit. You can always just click get out, right? Like, it's not that difficult. People, for some reason or another, like, have some crazy thought in their mind where they're like, oh, if you short a play, it can go up forever. Guys, if I short a play, if I buy a play, it could go all the way down to zero and I can lose everything. Alin saying this is the longest trade I think I've ever seen you on YouTube. Well, right now it's a little slow today. So it's just been a little bit of a slower trade. It's been a little bit of a slower day. It's been a little bit of slower action. It's been a little bit of slower hype. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, today's a little slow. Today's a little sluggish. Today's a little bit like, we're trying to see what we can do. So I'm just slowly adding some shares over on BATL on every new high. I'm not adding on any kind of like random area, only at new highs, trying to catch that top and seeing if, as we already showed you guys here, what do we have? Old spiking high right here, or excuse me, dip buy. Dip buy area, 22.30. Dip buy area, 22. Old spiking high, 22. And now again, what are we looking for? Kind of same exact thing. We might get a little pop up. Get a little pop on up. That's absolutely fine. Get ready for, again, some shorts at some higher areas. So I like to, again, just be in some larger time frames here. Let's see what BATL can do for us. Right now, again, up $145 on the day, but I'm down $405 on this specific trade. Now, again, I'm kind of also debating, like, how big do I want to go on this trade? I know today's not the most active day. I know this is not, this is an oil stock as well. That's something else you want to keep in mind. This is not just a random low float runner. This is an oil stock. So again, this oil stock might not have the same characteristics of a stock that maybe spikes on up and dumps on down. You know what I mean? This might not have the same exact characteristics. I'm going to give it a little time. When in doubt, if it doesn't do what I want, when in doubt, we don't dump. I'm just going to get out, take a small loss, and move on. When in doubt, it does dump. Hey, we'll make a little bit of money, as I said, and try to see what we can do next. As of now, we're still just on this little bit of a higher low pattern. So right here, traders, we are on a little bit of a higher low setup, higher low pattern. We'll see what we can do coming on up. Guys, give me 2 seconds. Live trade is up. But again, I just got to do one thing real quick. All right, traders, let's see if BATL can get us back into the green here. And then get that weakness. Guys, again, BATL, my cost basis is 21.35. Remember, cost base 21.35. We would make money if this trend line cracks. Little heads on up. So BATL, if you want to get out of this trade, like right now, you can. If you believe we're going to get a dip buy and bounce play. If you believe that, again, this is going to crack its trend line and fall back down to sub 21, you can keep on holding right now. So you do have a little bit of an uptrend. Trend line's trying to crack a little bit. Now, team, let's also take a second here. I want you guys to realize something big about BATL. What's the biggest thing that you guys can realize about BATL? Is that where is the high of the day today? The high of the day today, everyone take a look at the level 2, is $22.02. Why are we turning and falling? Why are there red candles happening? I don't care if you're in on this play or not, but why are there red candles happening right at $22, right at the exact area that I predicted? The exact area I said, hey guys, hey everyone, get ready for a possible reversal at $22. Why is that happening? Because I studied the past chart history pattern. I took it right here, I took right here, I again broke it on down, I took it back and I looked over here, and again, you guys can see again, dip buy and bounce, dip buy and bounce. You guys can see old spiking high. So I don't care if you're in on this trade or not. I don't care, again, if you end up winning or losing or breaking even. What I want you guys to be able to realize and understand, though, is again, look at what the high was. The high was right at $22.02. And it's so funny, again, we start having two red candles start forming at $22 because that's the psychological level where everyone kind of makes the overall agreement of, hey, let's sell here. Hey, let's lock in our gains here. Hey, let's take our profits here. That's what it comes on down to. Everyone agrees to take profits at that area. Everyone agrees to be able to take, profits at this mark. Okay? Traders, S&P 500 starting to get a little reversal. S&P 500 getting a little bit of reversal. S&P 500 getting a little bit of a drop. And S&P 500 starting to feed back on down. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am not the biggest fan of just kind of randomly holding and hoping right now over on BATL. I do think BATL could easily still fade and fall. But part of me just says, hey, Deck, get out. You're down $200. Don't, hold this one in case something bad happens. And I'm kind of like feeling that. So, I'm kind of in that area where I'm just like, nah. Is it even worth it for me to, add? Is it even worth it for me to kind of put myself in on it, anything more? And as I'm talking about it, look what's happening, right? So again, look at this, guys. BATL trying to move itself on up at this moment. We are hitting that $22 top area right now. Currently down a little bit, $700 on this trade. I'm really thinking about just getting out, moving on, cutting the loss, and just accepting, hey, you know what? Today's just one of those days. So I'm going to do that, guys. I'm just going to accept that loss and just be able to say, you know what? Ain't doing it for me today. Gonna move on from it. Don't want to, again, end up blowing up an account or anything stupid like that. So, why is, again, oil starting to move on up? Well, for anyone who does not know, oil moves on up when the S&P 500 moves down. So, again, the S&P 500 started crashing. And as the S&P 500 started crashing, oil right here is now, again, starting to work itself back on up. So, again, as you guys can see, this is not the typical normal, like, low float penny stock play. We're kind of more trading off of the S&P 500 and trading more off of oil and gas, which is kind of why I'm just saying, I'd rather just cut out. Rather not hold. I'd rather not try to do anything nuts today. I'd rather not try to figure out oil playing it like a random low float mover. I did look at, where $22 resistance was going to reverse, but then again, we kind of got a little unlucky. Unlucky as the S&P 500 is dumping. As S&P 500 dumps, oil stocks rise. That's just the way, again, it works. When one side of the seesaw goes down, the other side of the seesaw goes up. So, team, I really just don't like, today's action. And I kind of have been saying that throughout the entire day. So I am going to accept my loss right now. Not saying we're going to finish off the day in the red, but I am down at this time, $600. $600 in the red, so be it. If I finish off in the red here today, I'm just not going to lose $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. We're up 31 grand on the month, or excuse me, on the year. So we're up $31,000 on the year. Not going to do anything I just don't feel like is appropriate. Okay? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, traders of all types and all ages, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone who, again, joins us day in and day out. You guys are absolutely fantastic in every single way. And again, being here, it just fires me on up. Today was a kind of a more of, I'm getting to the point that I kind of forcing a trade a little bit, forcing an idea, forcing, again, a play. It's not our normal strategy. It's more, again, me looking for a play and hoping that, again, we are correct. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to fall into that trap. So, no action today. I personally suggest everyone sitting on their hands. Don't put yourself in any play that's not really going to be there for you. You know, BATL starts spiking because right now the S&P 500 is giving a lot of gains right on back. Traders, I just want to say tomorrow, we do have our Friday action coming on in. Next week here, traders, I do want you guys to know I will not be able to live stream every day next week. I am bringing my computers down to Florida. I will 100% be live on Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday and Friday is going to be a little bit more tricky, but I will be live next week for, again, Monday and Tuesday. Right now, I'm just not really liking this action. I don't like playing an oil stock. It's not your typical low float penny play that we're usually going after. Rather sit back, rather stay smart, rather not blow up an account. Be a mentor to be able to say, don't over trade in these market conditions, and let's wait until we get something a little bit hotter and a little bit faster. All right, traders, great job today. Great job again, everyone, again, taking some profits, breaking even, or again, keeping your nice small losses. I love you as always. No matter what, I love being here with you guys. Enjoy the gains, enjoy the profits, and help me wrap this thing on up in 3, 2, 1. I love you, team. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Like some honey in this bitch, you dig. I got my gun in my boot purse, and I don't bust back because I shoot
Oh my god!
Soulja Boy tone. Hop the back of it, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, hop the back of it, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up, what's up? Yeah, I'm getting money. Oh, Soulja Boy tone. Hop the back of it.
Bad from me back, where you get your bad from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. They don't want to see this cross, make me a bed on me hand. Bad man, you know me vibes can't done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big bad man from outer England. When me lyrics start fire, watch out some wire. Long walk with the rapper pam pam. Bad from me back, where you get your bad from? Thing when me get, but I come from Afghanistan. They don't want to see this cross, make me a bed on me hand.
Hit me.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
remind me with a smell. Pursuit to be happy, on me laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, ay, ay. And I ain't getting away from nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better, this gon' be the best day ever.
No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie. No, 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 baby, no, 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 you gotta try. What you gonna do when it all comes out? See you, what you all about? No, 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 baby, no, 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 don't lie.
Oh my, good lord. I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off. So high, cannot see, 8 off. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic, it come correct. And I learned it from the best, always dressing something fresh. Full little dime, big butt and nice chest.
Man, it's so deep, you know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Words are better, we should stick together. I know I said I'd never think I wasn't
just wanna dance. And the girls just wanna have fun.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait.
Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you.
I miss you so bad, I miss you so, so bad.
Wait, they don't love me like I love you.
But here's my number, so call me maybe. Talk to me, baby. I know you love to dance with you, baby. This music about to go crazy, crazy. Keep on
Oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me. And I remember one night.
I should go and warn her. Ooh, bet you think that she is so cool. Kicking back on your couch, making ice cream across the room. Wait, I think I've been there too.
Oh, what a night.
She is so cool.
Oh, what a night.
She is so cool. I can feel it through me.
We could go band for band, fuck me, we can go M for M. Put on no for the Maybach truck, double R with the factory rim. I got the 90 years, the version of bride with a real threat. It's got to the point that I don't even care, I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear. I'm not in a mood, cause my flight they're late. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my gang and my DJ pay. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pray. I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show.
At the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Down at the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Hey, Slim Shady. I see the one, the shady bad lady. Hey, I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Baby, go to my place and just kick it like Tybo. So we gonna order up, look back and watch me stack that hack all on the floor. Stack that hack, give me some more. Stack that hack till you get so. Stack that hack, oh. Stack that hack all on the floor. Stack that hack, give me some more. Stack that hack till you get so. Stack that hack, oh.
Well,
You know you make me wanna.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away. Better know that I don't and I won't ever stop. Cause you know I gotta win every day. You really wanna pop me. Just know that you will never flop me. And I know that I gotta be a little cocky. You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go and then I gotta get it, then I gotta flow and then I gotta shut it. Any little thing a nigga think that he be doing, cause it doesn't matter, cause I'm gonna dead it. Then I'm gonna murder everything and anything about a boom, about a bing. I gotta do a lot of things to make it clear to a couple niggas that I always win and then I gotta get it again and again and again.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Hold up, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute.
Hold up.
Everybody in the booth can tell myself apart from you. Now the word dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing, people, dancing,
Happy after joint dancing on the people dancing on the people. I got people dancing on the people with the people on the people smoking CO2. On the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My people on the people dancing on the people.
Smoke weed every day.
Put the fries in the bag.
Who do you want me to be? Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you ask where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that all? Never in my ears like a kid. Will you always be nothing? I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. Cause if my heart costs nothing, I'll find a way to run it. I go. And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, and it's just that time of the month. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not 1,000 people I could be for you, and you're fucking lost.